All right, we should be live. Assuming all has in fact gone according to cake. We're playing the funny poopy card game, as one does. And hopefully it goes well. Hopefully. I guess worst case scenario, I can modify my Mech Knight deck and try and play Mech Knight Lockdown. Because it doesn't require link monsters. They just make it more consistent and more able to punch. So there's that. So, yeah, here we are live with some Master Duel. The Synchro Festival did indeed begin existing. That's pretty heckin' spicy. I did play one match with one of the loners last night, just because I wanted to see if it was as functional as it looked, and it was about as functional as it looked. So, that ended up being a good thing, thankfully. But yeah, the Rarity Festival was fun and interesting. But I look, those loner decks, they were kind of, I just kind of terrible, awful. Also, what mission did I complete? Oh, right, I went live at rollover time, which means okay, cool. But yeah, last festival's loners were kind of hot garbage. They didn't really do anything. This time around, we have 3 that actually all look functional, aside from the fact that this appears to be a shooting star / Quasar deck, which is its own mess of problems. But hey, maybe it's more than I give it credit for. To be fair, last time I played against someone who was playing a shooting star deck in ranked, I only won because I was playing pure kaiju. Which is a really funny way to win that matchup, by the way. But, yeah, this is actually, Stardust is a deck that, I have this on and off interest in, where I keep thinking, oh, maybe this will be fun. I like Stardust Dragon. It's nice and interesting. And then I realized that I don't know what you're supposed to be doing with this deck. Because, if you're playing for Stardust, there's so many other things I could do that functionally achieve what Stardust does, but better and much more easily. If you're playing for Shooting Star, you're going through a lot of effort for God knows what, and if you're playing for Quasar, you're just going through more effort than you need to board an Omni Negate. Kind of annoying. But amazing aesthetic. So I always think I'm coming back to it, and then I realize this feels like an incoherent strategy. Maybe it's not. Maybe I just don't know what I'm looking at. Junk Synchron. He's a good boy. But yeah, so I want to get some games in with all 3 of these. We also have a Noble Knight Fleur deck, because they just had to put this thing somewhere in this festival's loners. So that's pretty cool. This thing's actually going to be really annoying to deal with. It's already really annoying to deal with if you're not playing a deck that natively runs kaijus. So, good and fun. It's pretty cool. Really, the only way you get through this thing is just by having multiple levels of kill. And then the first deck we're going to be trying out, which is the Speedroid deck. I do want to go over all of these. But, yeah, the reason, if you're wondering, that I'm going to be using these loners, aside from the fact that I think it's good content, is that if I head into my decks, you'll notice something. You'll notice something as I scroll through here. We have the starting deck, which is the starting deck. I don't think I need to go over that. We have Synchro of Unity, which is legal in this format, but the problem is this is a structure deck. I have just actually been testing a hypothetical format with friends where it is structure decks only. Don't go first with Gladiator Beasts in that format. That's something we learned. Yes, that's a call out if you're watching this. You know who you are. Yeah, then we have Gem Knights. This is a fusion deck. This not that you can't use that. None of this extra deck is legal. Also, yes, I'm running one Pearless filler. I actually should replace that with a Utopia because I have one now and I didn't before. I have Pure Kaiju, which I can play this. If I were to just remove the extra deck from it, I could play this. And you don't go into the extra deck very often in this. But I still don't have my Slumbers. I still don't want to craft them because I only have the material for 3 URs. I kind of want to be careful about what I do until I can dump some money into this game. So Kaijus without Slumber, not the most playable thing, not the least playable thing. I do need to throw my Imperms in here as well, so that'll probably replace Jar and the Solemns if I had maybe Reborn. I don't know, man. But then I have Wind Witches, and this is cool because it's a Synchro deck, and yes, I'm running the Fusion, but you know I can cut that, I can cut the Polys. The problem is, oh, not that one, sorry. The problem is that these are both SRs. This is an SR. This is a UR. This is a UR. This is a UR. If you're ever going into it, these are URs. Catastor's an SR. Black Rose is a UR. And if for some ungodly reason you wanted to be spicy outside the Synchro Festival, yes, I run Leviair in this deck, but it's an SR. And Great Fly is also an SR. Now, thankfully, that saves me a whopping 2 SRs that I don't have to craft. Konami, why is Ice Spell UR? Why is Majestic? Why is there only SR? Or above their banned card? Because obviously all of the banned cards are SR or UR. And then Magispectors are totally legal down the list other than Kieran, and they're all rare and common below that. And then Ice Spell's just UR over here. Like, good. So I can't play that. Nowhere near enough resources to craft a Synchro extra deck. Which, you know, we'll get into why that's even more of a problem as we go. We got Lyrilusk, a deck I fell in love with out of necessity when I picked up Master Duel because I pulled. The only things in this deck that I didn't, like, get, the only things I crafted are the 1-for-1, the 3rd Barrel Canary, and the 3rd Ash Blossom. I pulled everything else in this list, including the extra deck. Everything, well, I guess not pulled everything, but, you know, I acquired everything without crafting. Nothing in this deck is crafted except for the 1 barrel, 1 copy of Ash, and 1 copy of 1-for-1. Also, I think I had to craft a copy of Poly as well, because at the time I only had 1. And other than that, I guess I am running the Imperms now. So, but that's like 6 crafted cards in a 40-card list. And I didn't run the Imperms or the 3rd Ash at the time. I just kind of rolled with that. Or the 1-for-1. And it worked. You know, it's pretty cool. So, you know, problem, that's not a Synchro deck. Lyrilusk Tuner when, let me go into level 5s. Now, I can, again, cut the extra deck, play Danger. That is a thing I can do. I don't want to. I played it in the Rarity Festival. I played it in Crim's Tournament. And I'm going to be honest, no matter how much you love a deck, you're eventually going to get burnt down on it, and I can't stand playing the same thing repeatedly. I haven't played this deck a lot since the Rarity Festival ended, aside from the games for Crim's Tournament, and every time I have, the deck's kind of been an asshole to me. So, you know, not exactly vibing with that. I could play Crusadia. It would become Maximus Beatdown, at which point I should play Gemini Elf Turbo. But technically speaking, I could play Crusadia without an extra deck. Also, they have a tuner. Oh boy, Synchro Crusadia, totally a thing. Oh wait, actually don't know why she got one. Synchro Orchest isn't a thing either, you know. I play all the World Legacy decks, but, you know, they don't... Oh, well, what's that? World Chalice? You want World Chalice? Those are Link monsters. Not helpful, right? Okay, we have various Mech Knights, fusion or Link variants, depending on which one you want to go with. Mech Knights, again, something I actually might look at if the loaners aren't great, because mech locking people in the Rarity Festival sounds like fun. If you're not familiar with the mech lock, you use Secret Whispers and Key, and between them and Indigo, if you have like 3 Mech Knights on board, your opponent can't play the game. And if you have 5 on board, you don't even need Indigo, they just aren't allowed to play the game anymore. So that's pretty fun. So I would have to play an extra deck version of an extra deckless version of that, but I could probably make that work. We've got crawlers. What am I gonna do with crawlers, man? You need the links. You need the links. We got Lunalite. That's a fusion deck, right? Good, great. So I had this really spicy idea, right, where I would take Dangers and just put this guy in. And I was gonna do it before realizing, and yes, this is just a random ass filler card that I threw in, upon realizing, SR, SR, UR, SR, UR, 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 SR, UR. So I'm playing loner decks in this festival, or I'm mech locking people, and that's pretty much the whole, that's it. That's all. It's all I can't really, I'm not allowed to do other things, okay? I'm forbidden. I am on the forbidden and limited list from doing things. Is good. Is great. So, the loner decks this time, though, like I said toward the beginning, actually look functional. And I do have exactly 1 game in with this Speedroid deck. Now, we're missing a couple things that I feel like could make this deck a little better, like a couple extra copies of some bits here and there. Some things like, I hate Lightning Storm. Could have dropped that, but you know, whatever. The Speedroid deck actually has the highest tuner count, I think, including the extra deck, which is pretty heckin' spicy. So, for the Speedroid deck here, we've got 2 copies of Red-Eyed Dice. This is a fantastic card. I think 2 is a pretty fine number for it, because you got plenty of ways to snag it on out. You know, you just... Level manipulation's pretty cool. As long as you control another Speedroid when you summon him, you can go into anything you want from your extra deck that is level 7 or below, guaranteed with just him and a non-tuner because of his effect, which is just fantastic. Absolutely wonderful. And he doesn't restrict you from summoning anything, which means that as long as you have no summon restrictions in place, you can literally go into any level 7 or below Synchro just by summoning Red-Eyed Dice with another Speedroid. Pretty cool, but you're usually locked to the Wind Pool, which that's not a big deal. We got Malicious Magnet. It's just a garble of letters, but that's fine. He can't be used to synchro by his own effect, but he synchros with an opponent's monster, which is pretty heckin' spicy. Although he does target, which means that in the Speedroid mirror, don't target the Clearwing. It'll just negate your Malicious Magnet, or any level 5 or above. Or because then Clearwing can just Anyway, it's pretty cool. It's a fairly interesting effect. It's on summon as well, so you know it's not the best, not the worst. We got Marble Machine, one of the I think 3 Speedroid pens. You know they're pretty spicy. I think all of them are solid. This is the only one on the list. which is fine. On normal summon, grab a Speedroid from deck to hand, but you're locked into summoning wind monsters for the rest of the turn. Not the biggest deal. There's so many good wind monsters out there in the Synchro pool, and then obviously if you're playing a Speedroid deck, it's sending my keyboard flying like a gamer. That's cool. I'm just good. I meant to bump into that. That was entirely planned for comedic effect. And then also, if you slap him in the scale, you're not gonna do that. It's not a good scale effect. But, life could be worse, right? Terror Top, the limited boy. He got limited because of being a really cool engine with the next card we'll get into, where you would run three of Terror Top and one of the next guy, and, you just have access to free stuff, and it was pretty cool. You go into a free rank 3, you could run it with another copy of one copy of Red-Eyed Dice as well, and you basically just have an insane toolbox off of opening Terror Top, which was kind of insane, and, it got limited. It's pretty cool. There's a lot you could do with this. Also, links were a thing. Not the greatest. But yeah, so if you control no monsters, you can special summon him. Unlike Cyber Dragon, your opponent doesn't need to control anything. This works going first. Fantastic. And then also on normal or special, but not flip summon, or tribute summon if you find a way to tribute summon a level 3 monster. I don't know how you would do that, but, no, I guess that would be a normal summon, wouldn't it? Never mind, I'm stupid. Anyway, funnies aside, you just add any Speedroid monster except himself to hand. It's hard once per turn. No one really cares about that. You're only terror topping once per turn anyway. So, your ideal target, I feel like in most scenarios, is Takatomborg, although in pure Speedroid especially, which is the only place you're really going to see Terror Top after he got limited. There is one other target we got recently. So, Takatomborg is really cool because if you control a wind monster, any wind monster, you can special summon him from your hand. Summoning him like this does not restrict anything at all. So, if that's all you plan on doing, it's pretty heckin' cool, which is why you could use it for any Link plays you could dream up, any Xyz rank 3 plays you could dream up, or if you didn't mind the restriction coming with it, you could tribute him to special summon any Speedroid tuner from your deck, but it locks you into specialing only wind monsters for the rest of the turn. But if you go into Red-Eyed Dice, with that, it's gaming, because if you're already doing that in a wind deck, like Speedroids perhaps, you just go into anything you want, and it's pretty cool, pretty great. It's pretty great. Next up we have Den Daiko Dude. He chunks out of the graveyard and brings out a Speedroid tuner from your hand or graveyard other than a copy of himself. So, just good way of recovering or extending plays potentially, I guess, depending on the timing you're activating it at. Whatever seems to suit the situation. The other spicy target for Terror Top, though, is Card Turbo, who is a brand new addition to Master Duel, actually, as of the most recent maintenance that added the Synchro Festival, and relatively new to Yu-Gi-Oh! In general. He's a new flavor of Takatomborg in that he's another level 3, I think with the same stats. No, sorry, he's hard crept. Dude, he's hard crept. He's got 200 more attack and is a tuner. Broken. Anyway, he has the same special summoning effects, but it is an effect that can be interrupted, so a bit of trade-off there. It's not an inherent summon, and also he locks you out of monster effects for the rest of the turn, except wind monsters, which means you can top off a turn with some wind-based plays if you wanted to save him for the end. I don't know necessarily what situations you'd do that in, but hey, it might come up sometimes. We have Speedroid Ultra Hound, who is just, 2 more normal summons. We now have 5 normal summons, which is pretty cool. He mills the Speedroid out, which is nice, because you can mill the Den and then, grab another tuner from hand to graveyard, slap it on the board like it is a Whalmer on a Tuesday evening in Paris, and that's Speedroid gaming. During your main phase, also, you can banish it from the graveyard if it wasn't put there this turn. Just shuffle a Speedroid into your deck as a special Speedroid Synchro with the same level, but a different name. but negate its effects, which you put back a Speedroid Synchro is the plan. You don't have to target a Speedroid Synchro. You could target one of your high level main deck monsters if you wanted that in deck, but you could also target a Speedroid Synchro and then chunk back out something else with a different name, which is pretty spicy. And then we got Double Yo-Yo. Real simple about him. On normal summon, special level 3 or lower from your graveyard. Just nice recovery plays. Lets you go into lots of stuff, given that he can bring back any level 3 or lower Speedroid, which means you can bring back a tuner of some sort, a Taketomborg to go into more tuners, a Red-Eyed Dice is pretty cool. This guy works on special summon, ain't that pretty heckin' spicy? So it's pretty cool overall. We have Speedroid Menko as well. When your opponent's monster declares a direct attack while this card is in your hand, special summon in attack position, but it will swap all of your opponent's monsters to defense position, which is pretty heckin' cool. Speedroid Horse Stilts is, it's Yo-Yo from the hand, but it's also level 4 or lower, which, slightly better, but it's from the hand, so of course it's going to be less restrictive. And then also you can banish him from the graveyard during the turn other than when he was sent. Slap a win. It's another foolish in archetype. You make the plays. Don't summon Charizard in attack mode. That's not. No, this is not. That's the wrong card game. The Blaster Blade. That's the guy, right? That's the guy Yugi played with the dragons, right? That's Blaster Blade. Did I hate when people call Blaster Blade Buster Blader though? It's so annoying. It doesn't happen often, but it happens sometimes. Anyway, we have Speedroid Fuki Madoshi Paper. Wow, yeah, Paper. It's definitely what that says. On summon, excavate up to the number of other wins you control, add one to hand, and then the rest go to bottom. So, it's good. They made a spell card that does that, but it's more restrictive than this. This one just needs you to be playing the deck. Find Dark Magician, I choose you. No. And also you can chunk him from the graveyard, including during the turn he was sent there, in order to reduce a level 3 or higher wind monster's level by 2, which is pretty cool. For the final monster in the deck, we have Rubber Band Plane, who can thwop himself onto the board if you special summon anything ever. Actually, he also triggers if you get Kaiju, because you don't have to special summon, just has to be special to your field. This also triggers off of Gearsu effect if you're playing against a deck running World Legacy stuff. That's a funny interaction. Oh boy. Also locks you out of specialing monsters except wind for the rest of the turn. So I don't know if this is a good one of. I feel like you want like 2 of this. But maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe it's just me. Whatever. It's a loner deck. It's fine. If it's normal or special summon, you can target one face-up monster on the field, and it loses 600 attack, which is pretty hecking gamer. That is pretty cool, right? It's pretty cool. We have a Feather Duster, a Monster Reborn. I don't think I need to explain what these do. Speed Recovery, it's Monster Reborn for your Speedroids. Also, can banish itself to add a Speedroid from grave to hand, although you can't use both effects of the same copy in a turn. But you can, if you have one in hand, one in grave, activate them both in the same turn, just not if it's the same copy. So that's pretty cool. Lightning Storm is a very conditional Bad Raigeki and Feather Duster. Also hard once per turn. I don't like this card, but maybe it'll come up. I don't like it. I'd rather just run Dark Hole Raigeki Feather Duster instead of 3 Lightning Storm, but whatever. Speedroid Scratch is pretty cool. It is a Rhoda, but you do need to discard for it, which is a little annoying, and it's hard once per turn on top of that. It's an amazing card, don't get me wrong, but I really don't know why they felt the need to make it discard, and, come on, Konami. But it's fine, you have enough stuff to interact with the graveyard that it's not that big of a deal. As for Speed Lift, if you control exactly one tuner and nothing else, you can chonk out any level 4 or lower Speedroid from your deck, tuner or otherwise. but you can't do anything when that monster is special summoned, which does mean that its on-summon effects are hecked, which means you cannot go into Malicious Magnet off of it. Quite unfortunate indeed. 2 Called by the Grave, which just says, ha! Nice interaction, jackass. Try again tomorrow. Not a fun card, not a healthy card. This card's at 2 in Master Duel. I believe it's at 1 in the TCG, and honestly, this card kind of needs to go to 0. Speedroid Wheel is a card that lets you discard a card, roll a die, then special summon from your hand and or deck 1 to 2 monsters whose total levels equal that result, but they don't do anything anymore. So they're basic bitches now. Must be a trash card. No, not really. If you don't summon, Cry. And last but not least, we have Speedroid Duplicate. Banish 1 wind from your graveyard, target 1 monster your opponent, one card your opponent controls, bounce it, and then during your main phase, if this is in the graveyard, can be activated in the same turn as the first effect if that happens to come up. If you're using this in your main phase for some reason, sure. Or just during your turn in general. But if it's in your graveyard, target level 2 or higher Speedroid, it reduces its level by 1, is pretty heckin' cool. It doesn't even banish itself to do that, because if you do, it specials itself instead, and it becomes a normal monster at level 1 tuner, which is pretty spicy. But it is hard once per turn. Also, being a normal trap monster, it is not considered a trap, while it is a monster like continuous trap monsters are. So, you know, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. There's there's some cool stuff. This deck has some stuff that it can, in fact, you can play Speedroids while playing your Speedroid deck here. So, you know, that's pretty cool. For the extra deck, they're giving you 2 copies of Cork Shooter, which is, it's not that bad yet. A Speedroid Spell Trap from deck to hand on summon, or if they're all Speedroids, you just bring all the materials back. Wacky. Also locks you into summoning monsters except wind monsters, but at the point of summoning High Speedroid Cork Shooter, I don't think that's you're playing Speedroids. Like, at the very least, you're playing Wind Witch, which is the same restrictions, except slightly heavier, because they also try to lock you out of low-level synchros, which then that also locks you out of Exceeses and Links, so you gotta be careful about that in Wind Witch if you want to actually go into those plays, but it's fine. You can work around that. Next up, we have 1 copy of... Also, important thing of note is that Cork Shooter is a tuner. That's going to come up in a bit. But High Speedroid Puzzle, you're going to get 1 of these. If it battles a specialed monster, you can double its attack to 2,600. It's not great. You don't really have any attack boosting effects in this deck. There is 1 attack boosting effect in the deck that I thought was in the main deck, and I really thought it was. I just hold on. Let me just read some stuff here. Oh yeah, it's this one, right? Yeah. See, Card Turbo banishes itself and another one to give you 800 attack. It's not a quick effect, which is a little unfortunate, but it doesn't have to get attacked. It just has to battle, which means yes, you can get it up to 4,200 with that. Not the most common combo, not the most frequent synchro to come up in general, but also, if it's in the graveyard because it was sent there while synchroed, you can actually re-add a cool heckin' Speedroid from grave to hand. So if you got the Terror Top in grave, you can just chonk that back to your hand, and it's pretty cool. But again, not something you go into as much. John Barrow's a pretty cool card, though, because if you want to do some punchy bits, he's good for that. As well as the fact that if he's sent to the graveyard by any means whatsoever, you can target one of your banished Speedroids and add it to hand, which, again, pairs with Card Turbo's banish effect, although this interaction is going to come up a little more often because, especially in Synchro Festival, I feel like a lot of people are going to be playing the loners. Speedroids look like the strongest one of the 3, so this will actually come up in the mirror quite a bit if you're looking at Clearwing staring down Clearwing or Crystal Wing, and you're going to see Card Turbo go off, and then when this goes to the graveyard eventually, if that happens, you're going to be able to grab back probably the Terror Top, ideally, maybe attack a Tomborg, or even the Card Turbo itself. So there's a lot you can actually do with this, and I think in this particular festival, you're going to have a decent chunk of chances to get that stuff moving. We got this boy. I don't know what this is. It's a tennis racket. That is a tennis racket. Okay? I don't know why. But it's another level 5, one of in the extra deck. Generic materials, as all of them have been so far. During either player's turn, tribute it and increase the levels of all monsters currently on the field by 1 until the end of this turn. So you can use it to extend your synchro plays, interrupt your opponent's synchro or exceeds plays. Maximum funny achieved. And if it's in your graveyard and you control a Speedroid tuner, you can special it, but can't summon stuff for the rest of the turn except wins, so you can use the tribute effect and this in the same turn. The tribute effect is actually not hard once per turn, but the special summon is, so, you know, it's pretty cool. For the level 6 here, we got Orient Dragon, which is just if you synchro summons, you banish a synchro monster your opponent controls. I'm assuming this is basically just here because it's Synchro Festival. They expect you to be playing against synchros. Fair enough. We have High Speedroid Kendama, inflicts piercing damage, which is pretty cool. And also, you can use each of these effects once per turn, where you can banish a machine from your graveyard to burn for 500. That's like Cowboy for game, but in Speedroids. And then B, if it's in your graveyard and you control no cards at all, you special summon it, but you can't normal summon or set the turn you activate this effect. So not great, but if you've got stuff like Car Heckin' Turbo or Takatomborg, or maybe you're playing a penned variant and you're fully scaled up, you know, that could definitely be a solid interaction, but this is not a penned variant. I don't see the graveyard effect actually coming up that often. 2 copies of Clearwing Synchro Dragon. This card is just a negate if a level 5 or higher monster activates an effect, or if a monster effect activates and targets exactly one monster that is level 5 or higher. Just negates both, destroys them, but if it negates the targeting a level 5 or higher, it gains attack equal to the destroyed monster's attack, which is really cool. Crystal Wing is essentially just an upgrade when any monster's effect is activated, period. You negate, blow it up, gain the attack until end of turn, and if it battles a level 5 or higher monster, it gains attack equal to that monster's current attack, which is pretty heckin' cool. High Speedroid Kite Drake actually is non-generic. Also, important thing about Crystal Wing, you do need to come up off of a non-tuner synchro, but the tuner does not have to be a synchro itself, so you can go into like Clearwing, Shanbara, you know, Mr. Tennis Man here, and just go off of any of them with a level 3 tuner on the 5s, level 2 tuner off of Orient Dragon, because it doesn't have to be a Speedroid, or a Red-Eyed Dice with Clearwing is pretty cool, right? High Speedroid Kite Drake requires a Wind Machine tuner, so it requires a Speedroid tuner, and if it's synchro summoned, you can either destroy all other cards on the field, nice Black Rose effect, pretty cool, or negate the effects of all face-up cards your opponent currently controls, not so bad. Also got that nice 3k attack on the level 8 synchros. That's a pretty nice stat line to see. There's 2800 defense, nothing to sneeze at either. It's technically more than the boy here has, so that's pretty cool. And also, if it's sent to your graveyard by an opponent's card at all, not card effect, card, if you get Kaiju'd, this triggers. Astrum has the exact same wording, and that's the only reason I know that. I refuse to call him Avermax. But yeah, you'd add a Speedroid monster from your deck to your hand. If you haven't hit that Terror Top by the time you've gone into this thing, you can just start kicking off a new line of plays. Oh boy, I got Kaiju. Did you OTK me? Nope, get ready to get Speedroided, bitch. It's pretty cool. Moving on to the final 3, we've got some heckin' chonkers here. We have Crystal Clearwing Synchro Dragon, which requires a non-tuner Clearwing Synchro monster as well as a tuner Synchro monster, which means that in Speedroids, realistically speaking, you're going into Cork Shooter and Clearwing or Clearwing Fast, which Fast we'll get into in a moment. But, you know, it's activate a monster effect. It just doesn't. Just no. You're not allowed to exist. Also, he gets Chonk. Also, he can negate spell traps, which is something Crystal Wing and Clearwing can't do, which is pretty heckin' cool, right? Also, if he is sent to your graveyard by an opponent's card, add 1 wind monster from your deck to your hand. Again, works with Kaijus because it just has to be sent by the opponent's card, and being tributed does send it to the graveyard by your opponent's card, so that's pretty heckin' cool. On the note of chunky synchros that require synchros, we got the Bike. Requires a wind tuner and a non-tuner wind synchro. He's level 11 this time, so you know, pretty cool. Once per turn during your main phase, roll some dice, shuffle wind monsters to grave up to the result. Important because that means you don't need to, if you roll a 6, you don't need to have 6 monsters in grave. You can just pop off with the 3 monsters that you use to climb up to him. So that's pretty cool. And then you can destroy cards your opponent controls up to the number shuffled, and it gains 500 attack until end of turn for each card destroyed by this effect. Speedroid OTK anyone? It's certainly possible. During your opponent's main phase, you can also tribute him if he was synchro summoned, then special summon up to 2 level 7 wind synchros with different names from each other from your extra deck. They do have to both be level 7 with different names, which basically means that in this particular loner, there are only 2 targets. You're guaranteed to go into the same ones every time. Never synchro summon Clearwing Fast Dragon because if you intend to resolve this, because otherwise you're only summoning the one. Thankfully, he says up to, so you can only summon 1. Also, we have Clearwing Fast Dragon, who is pretty heckin' cool. He requires a tuner and some non-tuner wind monsters. And if an opponent they target the extra deck, if it's summoned from the extra deck, negate, change it to 0. Boom, is good. It's great. And then also, if it's destroyed by battle or card effect in the main monster zone, you can just, instead of going to extra deck, you can slap it in your scale. There's not really a lot of reason to not do that, but there's also not a lot of incentive to do that. He is a relatively high scale to the low scale of Marble Machine, but you do lose out on a couple of pen summon targets, but most of the deck does fit between these ranges, so it shouldn't be terrible, but not the best either. If he is in your pen zone, though, aside from just crapping out monsters, as your scales do, you can also send a face-up Speedroid Tuner and any non-tuner you control whose levels equal 7 to bring him back, which is pretty heckin' spicy. It's pretty heckin' spicy. I don't actually know how that interacts with, does that count as properly summoning him for you to do the thing? I don't know. But that's it for the Speedroid Loner deck, which is what we're going to be hopping into. I intend to go over the others, but I want to get a couple games in with this because I've been live for half an hour because going over that deck took like 20 minutes. And I will be going first. Hello, OBS? There we go. Okay, now we're getting the audio. I will be going first. This is not the best hand in the world, but we're gonna... Yeah, I think we just normal summon this boyo. I think we're just gonna normal summon this boyo. I think I don't do this. I think that would be the wrong play. We're going to add Car Turbo to hand. I think that seems like the correct play here. Bonk. Discard a red-eyed dice. We have plenty. We have 2 of it and plenty of... Oh! Oh, we're gaming now. Okay, so we special out... Special out you and you. Chonk. He's a tuner as well, which is pretty heckin' cool. And then we're going to activate this. We can excavate the top 2 cards, but they don't actually work. It's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I kind of forgot about that, but it doesn't really matter. Here's the interesting thing. If I am able to set this up, I might actually be able to go into Bike or Crystal Clearwing. So, I think that's pretty cool. I could go into a level 8. The issue with going into Crystal Clearwing here is that I will need a way to board Clearwing, and I don't know if I can do that. But, I can just go into an 8 right now, and... Do I just go into the 8 and Bike? Oh, big think. Big think. That is the question. Alternatively, we could go into a 6 and sit on it. What is correct here? I think we're going into Big Boy. I think we go into Big Boy. I'm going to be chunking stuff in the extra monster zone on account of there are no link monsters to worry about, which is pretty cool. I can reduce its level by 2. I'm not exactly sure for what purpose I would do that. I don't have anything that can go into, but I can go into bike. I can go into bike, but I think I just kind of have to pass on a 3K and see if he can get popped or not. Rocket looking ass guy. You know, not the best open, not the worst open. I think this would have been a lot better for going second. Also, could have done some spicy rank 3 plays. Oh boy, Allure of Donuts. Could have done some spicy rank 3 plays if we weren't in the Synchro Festival. Could have gotten some banishing in. Could have. Ooh, we're playing against Blackwings. Let's go, gamers. That's not a loner deck. That's not a loner deck. They are very high rarity on top of being a Synchro deck, so they're also high rarity anyway because screw you. And they're also an anime deck, so they're high rarity because screw you. Or at least I assume that's the rule. Otherwise, why the hell would Wind Witches have a UR? I see. Wacky. Okay. Oh, hey, that's the all right. So you've got shiny stuff. I see. Is it UR? No, it's a rare. It's weird. It looked like it had the UR shiny effect. Yeah. Oh, you target banished. Okay, I see. I see. Yeah, you are the one that interacts with both counter generators. One Blackwing. I don't know why you'd run this over like Gale and Bora. I mean, I guess the level 3 and Gale's a tuner, right? Yeah. I guess it's a non-tuner, but it's so specific. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. What? The chain link for... Oh, never mind. I thought I was getting activated. I didn't see the resolve pop up. I just have like 30,000 Discord notifications. Don't mind me. And no interaction as well, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I see. You are now level 6. I see. Going into a level 10 right off the bat. Wacky. He chonky. Dude, what do you think I'm playing? Speedroid Mech Knights? What are you playing around here? Actually, even if you did think I was playing that, you've given me 2 columns for Pot of Greed. Heck, if people are playing like this, Mechlock might be funny. I think I'm dead. I'm definitely dead. Wacky. Ah, 30,001. I see. I see. Alright, dude, go to battle phase. Okay, well... What do you think I have, Battle Vader? Yeah, this was not a great open for going first. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Dude, it's an ass Blackwing. You better swing with my monster for game, or you're a failure. This needs to be the last thing. I give up. I give up. You don't know how to play. You don't know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh. You don't steal your opponent's monster for the OTK and then not swing with it for game. There's a process. There's a process to this. You don't snatch steal. You don't snatch steal for game and then not swing with the hijacked monster, okay? You don't kaiju the towers with Crusadia and then swing into the random Ash Blossom that's in defense position. That's not how you do that. That's wrong. It's wrong. Alright? You don't do that. It's not okay. You can't just do that. Alright. Can I either go second or not have a going second hand? Because I could have popped the hell off if I was going second there with that hand. This is great. Could I get like a Crystal Wing hand if I'm going for? All right, we're going second. Now watch this going first hand. I'm going to open double trap. Called by the Grave. Hit me with it. Hit me with the going first hand. I know you're going to do it. God damn it, it was a joke. At least it's only one. Still annoying, though, because I can't normal you for any value whatsoever. Kind of in top decking mode. I really don't want to have to normal summon either of these right now, because neither of them actually do anything. Scratch would kind of be insane, though. Like, not even gonna lie. Scratch would be a pretty nuts top deck. I've never had someone land Tails on this against me in Master Duel, and it's so damn annoying. I've never had someone hit Tails on this on me in Master Duel. You drew an Ash. Wacky. Finally! The amount of times that I've had people heads cup of ace against me. Oh. What am I playing against? Paleo? Might be true, Draco. I know a lot of people have been doing that. No, I'm just playing against a coin flip deck. Oh. You lose 6,000 life points! Where's my Feather Duster or Lightning Storms? Oh, I see! Oh, I see. So it's more likely to do nothing than anything else. Oh, boy. MST! Oh, this is okay. This is an I wanna die deck. I understand. Now, I don't actually know how Mirror Wall works if you're at exactly 2,000. I don't know if it pays and kills you or if it blows up. Right, so somehow this hand has still managed to not be great. So, you know, I guess we're gonna dump this. Gonna get a 6, baby. Alright, who we want to bring out here? I think, you and Car Turbo sounds like a pretty gamer schmoove. I cannot believe I'm playing against Coin Flip Self-Burn Turbo. That is... Whew. I could do this. You know, I could do this. I don't know why I would do that, but I could do that. Anyway, I am going to play the game. I'm playing Speedroid, bitch. Watch me excavate my deck, bitch. All right? You gonna see this? I watch this. Lightning Storm. That's not helpful. Takatomborg. Not the most helpful thing. I mean, like, you can only summon one per turn, but at least we hit the scratch off of it, which is kind of insane. Doesn't matter because it goes. It's good. It's wonderful. Do I have a way to Crystal Clearwing this turn? I think I can. I can only use each effect once per turn, right? Yes. Okay, so we go into this. Right. Right. Perfect. Yeah, I can Crystal Clearwing. I'm just gonna make Crystal Clearwing and then pass. This is gonna be great. Normal summon red-eyed dice! These are both tuners, which is kind of annoying, but you know, we can make this work. We can make this work. We're gonna make I don't know, make you level 2. This isn't doing anything. It's not doing anything. I just I could go into Crystal Wing. I wanted to go into Crystal Clearwing, but you know, it's close enough, right? If we had Noodle Hammer, this would be funny. We do not have Noodle Hammer in this format. This is fine. Do I want to activate this? Do I want to activate this? You know, let's Speedroid Scratch chunk this. I would not like to chain the card I discarded for Scratch. Thank you very much. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I'll add Terror Top. You know, you never know, right? Look. They might kill me. Okay. All right. Perfect. Here we go. All right. You know, I think I need to play around Mirror Force, chat. I think I need to play around Mirror Force. I think I should play around Mirror Force. What are you gonna do now, Java 640? I really hope that was an MST. I really hope that was an MST. No! Ring of Destruction! I wanted to see what the play was when I outed the mirror wall, you know? I need you to play around Mirror Force. Don't commit with my whole board. I don't know why you would wait to Mirror Force until the last swing. Well, that sure was a deck. Yeah, Speedroids are one of the 3 loners for Synchro Festival, and it's actually a pretty competent list. Like, it's not fully polished and stuff, but you know, it's got a lot of cool stuff. It's got bad card design. It's got the big boy, it's got the bigger boy, and it's got the bike boy. So that's pretty cool. Imagine you had a negate and negated him. I know! That would have been so sick. Ah, well. Ooh, I am going to go first because, I mean, you know, just don't give me a going second hand again, damn it! Hit me with the Terror Top. All these bricks, I deserve to have the Luck Whiplash. Nope! But I do have a way to grab Terror Top, which is pretty cool. So we are going to dump, I guess this one. That's not helpful right now. Oh no. Oh no. Are you playing Ash Blossom? Oh god. I'm playing a loner. I don't have that. Kind of forgot Ash existed for a moment. All right. Chonk. Ash me. Ash me. There it is. You fool. You're under the impression that stops me. You're under the impression that stops me, dude. Oh, why did you ash the Terror Top, dude? Alright, we're gonna add the Takatomborg. Oh, this is pretty spicy. Okay, I think I can end on Crystal Wing, which not the most power play, But I think we can make that work. I think I hold the Reborn for now. So to get to Crystal Wing, we, I think, have to dump the entire hand. I think we have to dump the entire hand. But we go into you. Boom. Is this flat out 3? I somehow get the feeling it's not, in fact, flat out 3. I just, you know, I don't think that's quite correct. Alright, we're gonna tribute Taka Tomborg, chat. We're gonna special summon Red-Eyed Dice. And then we're gonna activate Red-Eyed Dice. Alright? It's fine. We're gaming. I'm gonna have to use the Reborn for this play. So what do I want to go into with Terratop is the big question here. That is a good question, actually. What is my end game here? Because we're going into Clearwing with you. So I guess we just go 6 to have a Crystal Wing, I'm sorry. And yeah, we make Terratop level 6. The only grave effect is you, right? Yeah, which isn't helpful, so we're gonna dump my whole hand! The end board is funny, though, okay? I promise you the end board is funny. I realize I can actually end on this thing, too. Because I only need to control a Speedroid tuner. So if I do this correctly, we Crystal Wing. No, dude, this is so stupid. What is life and why is this working? All right, we activate effect of this. We are not, in fact, going to Crystal Wing that. We bring this back out. And then we special summon Clearwing Synchro Dragon with the power of Synchro summons, because those are wacky and wild and spicy. And let's die to Darkhold, chat. Let's die to Darkhold, chat. Oh boy. Oh boy. Activate a monster effect. I dare you. You know? You know? That's pretty spicy. That's pretty spicy. So you're only targeting one. Choosing. Oh, no, never mind, never mind. It's one at a time. It discards one at a time. Why? That doesn't make sense. Alright, so the cool thing is I can still use this. Alright, so you're hitting all 3. Alright. Okay. Oh boy. So I can't activate monster effects in response to that, which is really unfortunate. But now you have one card in hand! And this is only till end of turn. Where do you go from here? Battler card effect, right? Oh. No, dude. Dude, tell me you opened the Junk Synchron for this play. No, dude. You did not just droplet me for 3 and then leave. You did not. No. camera, baby. Like, I won with that board. Droplet couldn't out that board. The funny thing is, if the last card in his hand was Junk Synchron, there is so much he could have done to kill me. No, there wasn't, because I just tribute my monster and increase all of his levels by one and he can't play the game. Wait. I don't think he was actually just screwed. I don't think there was a play. I don't think Synchron's had a play there. What the hell was that? Oh my god. I'll take my 8 crystals, my 500 metals, and my 200 more crystals. Oh god. Oh, whew. Alright, I think we're going to go for one more with Speedroids, and then I want to take a crack at one of the other decks in the Loner pool. We're playing against someone else with an Ash Blossom mate, so fair enough. We're going to be going second. Not too bad. Speedroids have access to some chunky attack values that we can pump into existence. You are not a chunky attack value Speedroids can summon. You are a real dog. No, that doesn't change. Oh! Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. I see. Well, this isn't great. I mean, I feel... Do I just, like... Well, I guess I... Screw it! We've rolled a 6 on Speedroid Wheel, like, 7 times. We'll dump the trap. Alright, we'll get a 2. So we can get out you, which is also on normal summon anyway, so we're not hurting at the being negated. So that's pretty cool. I could do this. I could go into a level 3 play. I don't think that's correct at all. Do I, you know, okay, I'm gonna normal this. And then we're gonna dump... Cool, no interaction is funny. We're gonna dump, We're gonna dump Den because, then when I have a Speedroid tuner, in Grave, I can make spicy recovery plays. Then we're gonna chuck Takatom on Takatom board. And, you know, we're gonna go off with that. Yes, that is Mech Knight Indigo Eclipse shifting between columns repeatedly. That is indeed what you're witnessing. You know, Red-Eyed Dice is in hard once per turn. Let's make some pro gamer plays. We're gonna activate Red-Eyed Dice. And, yeet. Gonna make him level 6. As one do. Then we're going to go into Clearwing Synchro Dragon, as one does. What else would I do? It's Speedroids! We play the anime deck! Oh no. Was that my 5th summon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you want a Nibiru, my ass. Oh, you have a Nibiru in hand. You've had no interaction until then. Oh, no! Do I keep going? See, the problem is Marble on board. So that's a Nibiru in hand. So that is a Nibiru in hand, and I cannot play through it. What level is Nibiru's token, actually? Oh, I might be able to play through it, depending on... I think the token's like level 10, though, and I can't do anything with that. So... I have a battle phase! I forgot that, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of forgot that I went second. Because he just didn't do anything. Well, if I die to that, that's my... Okay, then. Well, the good news is now I get to play around Nibiru even more bigly. Okay. No, I don't want to do that yet. Do I want to do that? Do I want to do that? I guess I shuffled the Takatomborg back, right? I could do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. We're gonna shuffle the Takatomborg back. I don't know what he's playing. Yeet! Let's go, baby. Crystal Clearwing. Wee. Chonk! Okay, maybe it's not Nibiru. Now I'm confused because it only... What do you have in hand that happens on Synchro Summon specifically? That has to be what it is, right? Is that it's on Synchro specifically? Okay, so I can Red-Eyed into Chanpara. Dude, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. We're gonna Den into Red-Eyed. No, we're not gonna choose the one in hand. We're gonna activate Red-Eyed. We're gonna turn Marble Mayhem here into a level 4. It's level 5, right? Yes. And then we're going into everyone's favorite... I mean, I could go into this, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to go into everyone's favorite Sword Boyo. What the hell do you have on Synchro Summon? What in hand activates on Synchro Summon? That's what I'm not understanding. It's just the trap now, right? Yes. Okay. I think we just hold on to this hand for the moment and bonk up the 52. What do you have that activates in hand? I don't understand. I guess I should have normaled, but I would rather... I don't know what is happening right now. And I just... Look. At least this one, I actually had a reason. I didn't really think about the fact that my opponent's not... Wacky. What was that? See, Master Duel has this really cool feature. Okay. Master Duel has this really cool feature where if I go into my match history, I could check what they were playing. Oh, it was just a bricked Phantasm Spiral. Oh, I see. You never saw Maxi, dude? Because Maxi couldn't have... What did you have in hand that responded to my synchros? And not the rest of my stuff? These activate right here? No. No. What did you have to chain that was only to synchros? Because it couldn't have been the Max C or the Ash, because the Ash didn't trigger off every synchro. But it was only on synchros. I don't... What did you have? Is it that... Does none of these work from hand? Well, you do with the field spell up, but none of these worked from hand. I'm so confused. No, because the judgment was never set. I'm so confused at what the chain was. It's like it couldn't have been Max C. Like it could not physically have been Max C or Ash Blossom, because it was only on Synchro Summons that it was giving the chain window. So that eliminates Max C, and it was every Synchro Summon, which eliminates the Ash. I'm so confused. Dude. Anyway, we're gonna try these other decks here as well. So this is the Fleur deck that they decided to give you, presumably just to stick this thing into one of these loners. Cause that's how we do. So this deck is I don't know what it does. We're gonna figure it out. I know what like half the cards in the main deck do, and like one card in the extra deck. So 2 cards in the extra deck actually. So let's poke through the deck, see what they got, and then we'll get into some games, see if they function. We have Copy Plant, who's pretty cool because it gets the level of another plant monster that has a level, so that's pretty heckin' cool. Can't copy a rank or a link rating, but, you know, lets you enable some spicy synchro plays. Technically, also lets you enable Xyz plays, since it does make them the same level, so lots you can do with Copy Plant. Spore. Banish a plant from the graveyard, special it, and increase its level by the level of the banished monster, but it's once per duel. But on a level 1 tuner, that's a lot of versatility to work with. We have it's this guy. He does the thing. If he's sent to the graveyard, a synchro material, special summon a level 2 or lower monster from your hand. I guess the idea of this is to just extend your plays a little bit, maybe do a little bit of synchro climbing with him. I see the idea, and you've got, you know, there's some support around him now, so it's pretty cool. And we have Hop Ear Squadron. That sure is a creature of some sort. You can target a monster your opponent controls as a quick effect in your opponent's main phase, which is neat. And that brings it out, and it's just Malicious Magnet, but without the restriction. So I guess that's pretty cool. Definitely has some interesting interactions in the form of probably getting rid of some stuff or forcing out certain negations. So I guess that's pretty cool. We have Necro Synchron, which is just your spicy replacement for Fleur Synchron, who it becomes while on field or in grave, which is pretty cool. And you can target face-up monster you control and gains 2 levels. And also, if it's sent to grave as synchro material of a wind monster, it occurs to me these are all wind synchro decks. Jeez. You special a level 1 plant, which is, I'm assuming, how you're initially supposed to get to Copy Plant or Spore, which is pretty heckin' cool, right? Next, we have a bit of a wall of Noble Knight cards, and I'm not sure what exactly the idea here is. Maybe they'll do something spicy, maybe they won't. Oh, because this is Noble Knights that work with... Okay. I was not aware Noble Knights had tie-ins with this. You know, I guess I should have read the card. Wacky. I was not aware of this tie-in, I'm gonna be honest. But, you know what, we're gonna... sure, he targets level 8 or lower, and it becomes Fleur Synchron, and it's treated as a tuner until the end phase, which is actually pretty spicy. You can do lots of stuff with that. And also, you contribute it to an equip spell from deck to hand, each effect once per turn, of course. This is a normal monster while it's face up on the fields. And if it's equipped with a Noble Arms, it's an effect monster, which is pretty cool. It becomes dark instead of light, which is neat. And it becomes level 5 instead of 4, which is cool. And then if you control no other monsters, you can special a Noble Knight from your deck in defense, except a copy of himself. But you do have to pop an equip spell after doing so. So that's pretty heckin' neat. While you control the Noble Knight, this guy, you can't target monsters with less than 1800 attack, except this card. With card effects. So I guess that's there so that if you're losing attack, he can still be targeted. I guess that makes sense. But if you have 2 of them that lose 100 attack each, they can't target any of your monsters with 1800 or less with card effects. So wacky locks, and then they just run you over because you're sitting on 2 1700s. Oh, never mind. Also, they can't be targeted with that. Well, that's funny. Never gonna happen, but it's funny. And if a Noble Arms equipped spell gets equipped, target 1 card on the field face up, destroy it. It's pretty cool. You got this guy on summon. He banishes a light from the graveyard to draw 1 card. Pretty cool. And then you can banish him from hand or field and add a level 6 or lower wind beast from your deck to your hand. Are you a beast? No, you're a machine. You're a beast. I guess it adds that. Cool. I guess. I'm sure. And then we got this, where if you control a level 2 or lower monster, you chunk out this level 6 in defense. And you can't do that multiple times per turn, which is, not the greatest. But, I mean, balance is a thing that Konami thinks about at least 1% of the time. Usually with the archetypes that need something broken to even think about, like, winning at a local event. But, I mean, it's fine. Just give all broken cards to the decks that are already poorly designed. Don't give Fortune Lady anything. They don't need to win locals. Who cares? It's fine. I'm not mad that Fortune Fairies were released as their own crappy non-functional, timing-missing festival nonsense of a deck instead of being new Fortune Ladies. But I'm not mad about that. You're mad about that. Why would I be mad about that? Why would I be upset that my favorite deck had a great shot at support and it got ruined for poop? I don't see why it would be. Anyway, when your opponent's monster declares an attack, you can also banish this card from grave, then target a card you control, negate the attack, and you do pop the card you targeted, which is a little spicy. But, it's not the worst thing in the world. And you target one monster you control and one card on the field, special summon this card from your hand, and both of those go kaboom. If this is sent from field to graveyard by any means whatsoever, Kaiju, Synchro Summon, Destruction, Longirsu, you can target one other monster in your graveyard, shuffle it into the deck, then add a level 1 plant from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Both effects are hard once per turn. Feather Duster, Reborn, Foolish Burial, Rhoda, 2 Lightning Storm, Noble Arms, Guillotine. Equip only to a warrior-type monster. You can only control one, but the list is only running one, so I don't really... That's not necessary text in this context. But, it's cool. During each of your standby phases, it loses 200 attacks. So if it manages to stick around for 5 turns, this officially does nothing. And if it manages to stick around for 6, it officially does less than nothing and is bad. If the game goes on that long, something is horrifyingly wrong, but hey, maybe you'll reach that game state. Who knows? If this card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, target warrior type noble knight you control and equip it to this card, which is pretty cool because it means that if it blows up by any means, I think it's considered destruction if the monster it's equipped to destroy as well. So, just bring it back to something else. It's pretty spicy, I guess. Only control one of this. I'm assuming all the noble arms have this. Gains 500 attack. You can gain 500 life points once per turn. If Arrow Mages were warrior types, this would probably be a very bad but highly played and casual play card because you gain life points for all the effects. But they're not, so I can't be funny. If this card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, target a warrior-type noble knights and equip it. I'm assuming they all have that effect. Yes, that looks like they do. This one makes it not able to be destroyed by battle or card effects once per turn, which is pretty cool. This one pays 500 life points, but it can attack directly this turn. And then we have the actual equip spell for the archetype we're actually playing. Wacky. It's a premature burial for level 2 or lower monsters, but it does negate its effects, but it's not a huge deal, because if you're playing an archetype, you're just going to set up the grave and then do the thing anyway, so who cares, right? It also gains 700 attack. I don't think you really care about this. That's pretty much just a way to bring back your fleurs and go into plays with them, and it's pretty cool. And then also, if it's sent from the spell trap zone to the graveyard, you can equip to a Synchro monster you control, and you can only activate one per turn, and you can only use the re-equip effect once per heckin' turn. You get 2 copies of that, which is cool. You get 1 copy of Synchron Dilemma, where you can send a Synchron from your hand or field to the graveyard to special a monster from your hand, or you can target one other card you control to pop it and special summon a Synchron with a different original name from your hand or graveyard. Because, it's a Synchron. So, you've also got 2 Called by the Grave, because interaction is, it's fine, it's good. So, interaction's overrated anyway. Liberty at Last, where when a monster you control is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, target the 2 face-up target exactly 2 face-up monsters on the field and shuffle them into the deck. Not great, but it's a one-of. Hopefully we just never see it. And Pennant of Revolution is apparently a continuous trap. I don't know what this thing does. If another card you control is destroyed by battle card effect, at Liberty at Last. Good. So we have 2 cards that we never want to draw in this deck. Fantastic. For our extra deck, we have Martial Meta Marcher. If it is Synchro Summoned, it's level 3. How are we summoning you? Because you're not a tuner, so we go into it with one of... I see. So it's not getting summoned. But if it does get Synchro Summoned, you can target a tuner in your graveyard special in defense position but negate its effects. And it's hard once per turn. And a Synchro monster used this as material is treated as a tuner on the field. So I guess if for some reason you've got one of these 2 with this, you go with those. And then I guess you could like special this. I don't. You don't have a level 1 non-tuner. If you had a level 1 right, so look, if you had a level 1 non-tuner, I could see it because you go Fleur with a level 1 into this, and it's cool because you go into this with Fleur, you go into level 5, you get Fleur's effect twice, which is pretty cool because you can just start crapping monsters onto the board immensely bigly, but you can't do that. I don't even know if you have the hate advantage to do that anyway, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. We got this guy where if he blows up in card effect, it goes to the graveyard. Target level 4 lower in your graveyard, other than himself, including another copy of himself. Won't come up. There's only one copy in the deck, but you special summon it. It's fine. It's a level 4. Seems simple enough to summon in this deck. On another level 4, we have one of the Entity Boyos, fun series of cards that has like a banned card, I think. If this card is sent from the monster zone to the graveyard, target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Equip this card from your graveyard to that monster. It can't attack, its effects are negated, and if this card leaves the field while equipped, take control of the card it was equipped to. Wacky. We got this nice, spicy, level 5 Noble Knight Chunker. It requires non-tuner Noble Knights, and on Synchro Summon, you can equip a Noble Arms from your deck to the card. And at the end of the battle phase, if it destroyed a monster by battle and sent it to the graveyard, add 1 Noble Knight or Arms from your deck to your hand. Spicy. We have yet another Boyo from the Noble Knights archetype. Completely generic summoning restrictions, when it declares an attack while equipped, you can target a face-up card on the field to destroy it, and during your main phase, except the turn it was sent to the graveyard, the target warrior you control, special summon this card as a tuner, and equip that monster to this card as an equipped spell that gives it 500 attacks. So that seems pretty solid, and level 5s I don't think are the hardest thing to go into. Never mind, you need one of your 2 level 1 tuners, or your opponent needs to control a level 3 for you to... so close to being useful! Splendid Rose, I guess because it's a wind monster. You banish a plant from your graveyard, target face a monster your opponent controls, have its attack until the end of the turn, and then a battle phase, if this card attacked, banish a plant, have this card's attack, and it makes a second attack. You're never going into Splendid Rose. I don't know why it's here. We got Psychic Knight. We have Psychic monsters? Where? Is one of these Psychic? I'm afraid I don't understand. How are you going into this? Well, if you manage to bring it out somehow, during your main phase, if you call it right, they reveal it, you get info, and if you call it right, it means 1,000. It's not good. Even if you can go into this, don't. You have a virtual world synchro. I guess that's cool. Can't be destroyed by battle or card effects if you have 2 or more monsters in your graveyard with the same original type and attribute, but different names, which there are quite a few ways of doing on account of the Noble Knights and Fleur being smashed together in some unholy abomination. And you can manage 2 monsters from your grave with the same original type and attribute, but different names, and then target 1 card on the field and send it to the graveyard. Sure. We have the original Synchro for Fleur. Not so bad, if we're being honest. The biggest trick about this thing is that it is level 8, so not the easiest thing to bring out in the world, given that your main tuner is a level 2, and the rest of your monsters are primarily level 4s. But if you can bring it out, Spell Trap, Omni Negation is pretty nice, you know? It's pretty cool. And then we have Mistworm. I mean, you know, it's cool. You just bounce 3 cards your opponent controls on Synchro. It's a little hard to go into because it's Trish summoning requirements, but, you know, not the worst card in the world if you can actually board it. We, of course, have another Noble Knight Synchro where, also level 9, fully generic, and if equip becomes equipped to a monster on the fields, even during the damage step, destroy 1 card on the field. During the end phase, equip 1 equip spell from your hand or graveyard to this card, then equip 1 Fire Warrior monster from your deck to this card as an equip spell that gives it 500 attack. Oh, are these guys fire? Nope, there are none. That effect is dead. That does nothing. Wacky. Wonderful. We have a really spicy tech in Wind Witches in our Fleur Loner deck here. You can only control 1 copy of it, and While its attack is less than 4,000, it gains 300 attack each time another monster's effect is activated. And if its attack is 4,000 or higher at quick effect speed, you can shuffle this card and all monsters your opponent controls into the deck. I don't know how you're summoning this in this deck. I feel like this deck's going to be a lot less competent than Speedroids. But again, this last card is pretty much, I think, the entire reason we have a Fleur deck. So, sure. Once per turn, you can target one card on the field and destroy it. Soft once per turn to just pop any cards you want for free is a little wacky, but it is level 10, and in the context of this deck, I think this is actually going to be really hard to bring out. Once while this card is face up on the field, when a card or effect is activated at quick effect speed, you can gate the activation and pop the card. And that is also hard once per turn and once while face up on the field. So you can't recycle it. You can't have two on board. Even if you have two on board and use it, recycle one. The other two uses of that are still dead until the next turn. So, you know, if you can bait it out nicely, sure. But also, once per turn during the standby phase, you can target a level 9 or lower monster in your graveyard, return this to the extra deck, and special that monster. You're not going to really be tagging it out like that very often, but we're going to hop right on in and see how this deck functions. I don't expect it to very well, but I don't know. Maybe it will. It looks fine. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know if this deck wants to go first or second. I'm going to be honest. Okay, so we're just playing Noble Knights right now, which might just be the play, to be fair, if we're being honest. Noble Knights might be the correct way to play this deck. God damn it, I'm playing against the Speedroid Loner, ain't I? Let me check. 15 card extra deck? Yup. Wacky. All right, what are we milling here? Yeah, we're playing against the Loner. Also, thank you all so much for the 3 heckin' likes. Great to know y'all are having a good time and helps out the stream and channel quite a bit. That's pretty heckin' gamer of ya. Yeah. You just gonna... We're just gonna... Okay. Yeah, definitely playing against this. Definitely playing against the Loner. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, it is going to be the Den. And we're going straight for the Den. Ooh, that can't be a good hand. So you whip out the dice, right? What?! Why? Card Turbo specials itself. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? No, dude. What was the point of that? Okay. Kendama. What are you gonna do? Burn me for 500? What was that? I know I screwed up my Speedroid plays, but not that bad. Well, you know, I could do this. I don't know if it's correct. I think step 1 is Rhoda. Man, I don't know what to grab here. I think we just go with, we go with you. I mean, do I just do this to grab, I have this, which is cool. And then I don't need to pay the 500, which is also cool. No, I guess we normally U is probably correct, because then I can equip you. What is that, torrential? I swear to God, if that's torrential, I'm going to be sad. I'm gonna be sad. Okay, it's not torrential. Wacky. Oh. Well, that is unfortunate. Well, that is going to end my turn. This deck does literally die to anything. Alright, well, might as well go with this. Might as well grab this. And, you know, we're gonna pass turn. I guess I wait for Crystal Wing. And, I go into Bear. Never mind. Oh, right, I don't have anything to target with this anyway. But, that's fine. So, yeah. We wait for Crystal Wing to set this thing off either way, though. Because then I go into Baron, and it's funny. You're not helpful. My dude. Okay. We don't have another Noble Arms, nor do I have a way over. This deals piercing. Bonk. Alright. Maybe I don't wait for Crystal Wing. Maybe I just get rid of the Kendama. Oh, you have that face down too. Problem, my only level 8 is this thing. So I can't actually do anything with that. Poopy. I guess I could go into a level 7. Oh, you fool. Oh, you fool. What level 5s can I go into? Oh, you fool. Which level 5 do we go into? I guess you, because you grab an equip spell. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna bonk this down. I really wish this deck had a different level 8. Dude, if this deck had access to Crystal Wing. Dude, if this deck had access to Crystal Wing. Dude, if the Fleur deck had Crystal Wing, that would be kind of nutty. Because you just go this thing with a Synchro level 6 target, and then you just go insane. You just summon the Crystal Wing. Like, who cares, man? Oh, reduce its level by 1. Heck, now I can only go into a level 4. That is unfortunate. Because that actually, oh wait, 6. Oh, using the card I targeted. Oh, okay, cool, wacky. That's fine then. That's cool. So I just go into something that can dominate. All right, well, I've misread my cards, but in a way that actually benefits me way more than I thought. Wacky. Okay, well, this is fine. Have fun running this over. Do it, I dare you. Do it, I dare you. What are you gonna do? Put the Clearwing down? Is that what you got? Is that what you're gonna do? Is this the plan? You gonna crash with Clearwing, run me over? You could do that. I don't have my protection. You're going into a level 3. Hello, Cork Shooter. What level 9s does this deck run? What does the loner run that's level 9? I forgot. Does it run a level 9? Oh, you're not just gonna... Oh, right, because you can't do that, because that is a... Well, I don't actually know how that interacts. Wacky. Yeah. Oh, summoning as a tuners once per duel. Didn't know that. Oh, boy, we're going with the wheel, baby! Roll a 1. Actually, that would also not be great. Yeah, there's not really a good one. Oh, Lightning Storm. Such a good card. I hate it. It's bad. I don't like it. Am I dead? That's the question. Do you have game off of your freaking bouncy boy? Oh. Oh. What? What? Well, their effects are negated. So what do you do now? Do you have continuation of play? You do. You're going into Clearwing, I'm assuming. Yeah, you're going to climb into Crystal Clearwing, right? Surely. Surely. Surely that's your plan. Yeah. Yeah. Wacky. Right, so the problem here is I can't out this. This deck has no out to that. There's nothing. It just doesn't. This deck doesn't do anything! Dude, the Speedroid Loner actually plays the game when you pilot it like a waffle iron doing all of the drugs. And this deck, alright? Oh. Small problem. Small problem. I can't do anything because this card is bad! I mean, I'll activate it. You know, if I catch the misplay, yeah, you're just gonna chain Crystal Clearwing. Like I can't. This card is bad, and this deck is bad, which doesn't help. I'm going home. Yeah. I can slow the game to a crawl, but that's about all. I don't think I have any level 7s, do I? No, I don't have any level 7s. Cool. Cool. Great. I can't, I can't, there's no, it's just. And I can't even crash with this. Like, if I could, I would. But they wouldn't even kill me. Or just gonna go battle phase. I can't out this. This deck does nothing. Dear God, I can't count the misplays on one hand from this Speedroid player. But nope, I lose because I wanted to show chat all of the decks. I give this deck one more game because maybe I bricked. Maybe I bricked with my 4 Noble Arms cards in deck that make my Noble Knight's engine run that it kind of needs, that I have no way of searching. But, you know. Maybe I bricked, right? Maybe luck was the problem. Maybe I've underestimated the deck. You know, you can't really, there's not, you can't do anything. You can't play the game. This deck does nothing. You're gonna run me over. I see how it is. It's a bike. That's just a bike. That's just a bike, dude. That's just a bike. Man just ran me over. Like, what does this deck do? I don't know what this deck does. Chat, I can't, I don't. There's not enough Synchro cards to make Synchro plays, but there's not enough Noble Knights cards to play Noble Knights, so what am I supposed to do? I don't get it! And then I top deck Lightning Storm into a negate, because there are 12 negates in the extra deck that can all hit the board at the same time. God. Like literally. I think all of the loners have an Omni Negate that outs the out, but they all run to the Omni Negates. But the Omni Negate out is hard once per turn, meaning if you have double Lightning Storm in hand, you can't Lightning Storm through the Quasar. I'm upset, chat. I'm upset, I'm confused, and I'm sad. The good news is, I get to go into Baron if this isn't a Crystal Wing turn. Please. Please don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. So, okay. So if this is Crystal Wing, I think I still go into Baron. Because, oh, this is gonna be funny. Yeah, because I can just climb in. I just do this, and then we use this, okay, and then we climb to Baron, and if you end on Crystal Wing, then I still get to negate your Crystal Wing. I target your Crystal Wing, or maybe something else on board, and if you give me something else on board, right? I target the Crystal Wing. If you don't, okay. But if you do, I target the other thing, and then you try to Crystal Wing my Baron, but then my Baron can negate your Crystal Wing, and then pop that, and it's Galaxy Brain. I've figured out how to play the deck, and it is extremely high roll when all of the pieces you need for this play are 2-ofs. And it's also a 3-piece combo of 2-ofs. Konami, drugs, how much? Clearwing Fast Dragon. Why? Oh, because it's face up. Right. So I think that does still work with that. Anyway, nice Crystal Wing, buddy. This one's going to be funny. So, you don't negate its effects, do you? Oh, you do negate its effects. Wait, so that doesn't work then. Wait, so that whole play doesn't work then. Plus, Crystal Wing can just negate it anyway. Right, so... Take the bait? Do it! Do it! Do it! Blind Crystal Wing me, bitch! The problem here is I know I'm not against the loner because it's not default field. But, like, it's Speedroids. No! No! Okay. Hold on. Wait. Oh, wait, no. No, because you make it treated as a tuner, don't you? 700 attack. Oh, never mind, no. No, it just gained 700 attack. Special hit, negate its effects, and equip it. Yeah, okay. I can't go into Psychic Nightmare. I can go into Baron. Okay, I can go into Baron. And I don't know where we go from there. So I guess we normal summon you. I can't go into Baron. I can go into the crappy one. I can't go into Baron. So I don't know where I go from here. I can add an equip spell from my deck to my hand. That's not helpful. I can only summon one of these per turn. That's not helpful. I go into poopy Baron. I don't know where I go from here. This deck doesn't do anything. This deck does nothing. I contribute it to add an equip spell. And you're a warrior. Oh, I can run over the Crystal Wing. No, I can't. Because if it battles, it gains the attack. The current attack. Right? Which is a problem. So is there anything I can do about this? You know, I didn't think that was going to work that way. I'm going to be honest. That's not usually how negating an effect on field works. Yu-Gi-Oh! Rulings! Whatever. Anyway. We can still give it some attack, which is pretty cool. And then not do anything because Crystal Wing will just run us over and we cannot negate a monster effect. And I literally have no out because this deck does nothing. Do I just crash? Do I just let the game end? I think I just let the game end. Dude, I can't do anything. Why does this not work? Why did this not work? What? This is not... I don't... You know... I don't... Like... Literally, effects that go off the field as cost are supposed to play around the field negation, you know? This deck doesn't do anything. I'm done with this. I'm moving on. We're gonna play the Stardust deck. I can't do anything. Activate a spell so you can blow up my crappy monster. No, a spell. No, let me attempt to negate your spell so you can gain 3,400 attack, dude. 3,400? Original attack. No, so you only gain the what? 2,400? 2,700. Oh, wacky. I'm not hitting surrender. I want my 50 points, damn it. But God, this deck is terrible. Oh boy. Cause you were gonna have so much trouble getting over it before. Activate a spell so I can get Crystal Winged and we can get out of here faster. Please. Please. Let me go. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be in this game. I don't want to play this deck. Why? Why do you go through all of these steps? Just activate it. Wait. Nice try, jackass! Just do it, dude! Oh my god, you don't have to jump through all these hoops. I just stop. Just stop. Just halt. Halt! Halt! I see that it, you know, I mean, I suppose, I guess that, like, that does, that you did play the game. You did play the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! There. What are you going to do now? This isn't a Clearwing, so you can't go into Crystal. Oh no. 800 attack. Ah. I take, what, 37 from this? Like, I can do this, but it'll just prolong the match. Like, I was thinking if it would be funny, but then it would have negated the attack, and I don't want to play this deck. So the Speedroid Loner plays the Speedroid deck. This one... We're just gonna pretend that doesn't exist. Moving on. So here we have a wacky deck, where your entire goal is to tell your opponent to stop playing the game, because about half your extra deck negates things. So for the main deck, we have Majestic Dragon. Poopy. But required if you want to play the Majestic cards. I don't. Konami, why do you make me play this card? It can only be used as synchro material for the summon of a Majestic monster, so it being a level 1 tuner is not great. It's also not that easy to get on board unless there's some support from the past, like, year that I'm not aware of, in which case, wacky. We have Stardust Jelong, where when you synchro summon Stardust Dragon, special summon this from your graveyard in attack position. I really wish that said hand or graveyard, because then this card would be spicy, but hey, we do have the Foolish that we'll get to when we get to spell lineups, so that's fine, I guess. And oh boy, the first time it would be destroyed by battle each turn, it's not destroyed. with its 100 attack, and you summon it and attack. Good. Good. This thing is clearly intended to work with Majestic Dragon to bring out a Majestic Star Dragon, but it's bad. The only one of these loners to have proper hand traps, though, is this one having Effect Veiler, who is also a level 1 tuner. So, you know, you don't want to normal summon him. But if for some ungodly reason you're in a game state where that seems to be the play, have a blast. He's basically just worse impermanence, but he's also impermanence from, like, literally when synchros were happening. So, like, kind of insane how ahead of his time he was. And, you know, it's pretty cool, Unknown Synchron, where it Cyber Dragons itself, but it's once per duel. Why? Why is it once per duel? It's just a Cyber Dragon for a level 1 tuner. Once per turn? Fine. It's a level 1 tuner, probably released after Mr. Noodle Toaster, but, like, why? We got Jet Synchron. Rest in pickle juice. This man's dead in the TCG thanks to good old Needle Whale himself. You know, it's pretty cool. But he's a cool card. If you synchro with him, you can just add a junk from deck to hand. And also, if he's in the graveyard, you can discard a card to special summon him, banish him when he leaves the field. And since you can only use one per turn, you're never searching a junk, which sucks. Because if it was you could only use each once per turn, this card might actually be okay in junk decks. Instead, it's just used for link degeneracy, and I don't actually know if it's going to be any value at all in this deck, although it is a level 1 tuner, which matters. But, you know, we'll get to that in the more. Actually, our only level 1 non-tuner is Stardust Dragon. Oh my god, I hope this deck has level manipulation. Dear god, oh no. Anyway, we have Converging Wills Dragon, who is better Majestic Dragon. It's pretty cool, I guess. If you draw it, you can reveal it, special summon it from your hand. And then if you control a level 8 or higher Synchro, you can special summon a level 1 dragon from your deck, which is how you get out this, I guess, and then go into the thing, which is cool. I don't know why you have 1 Majestic Dragon instead of 2 Converging Wills Dragons, but sure, Konami, make me suffer. We have 1 copy of Quillbolt Hedgehog, not the best card in the world. It's whatever. If you have a tuner, he brings himself out. He's level 2. It's pretty cool. Synchron Explorer lets you add a Synchron. Lets you special a Synchron from grave. I don't know why I thought he added from grave to hand. But he does negate its effects. But you know, it's not the biggest deal in the world. Then we have Doppel Warrior, giving you 3 of them. If you special summon him, when a monster is special summoned from your graveyard, which is cool. Combos with Quillbolt, combos with Junk Synchron, combos with Jet Synchron, all of the spice. And then if you use him as Synchro material, you get 2. Oh, his tokens are level 1. I thought they were level 2 like him. Wacky. Oh, because they're half of him. I see the flavor there. Cool. Which I guess is also ways to make Formula Synchron. But, you know, it's cool. He's level 2, gets level 2 things going. Junk Converter dumps himself in a tuner to add a Synchron from deck to hand. He's level 2, so if you add Junk Synchron off of that, that is an immediate level 5 Synchro to chonk yourself into, which is pretty cool. If he is sent to the graveyard as Synchro material, you can target a tuner in your graveyard, especially in defense position, but it can't activate its effects this turn. Each effect is hard once per turn. We also have Satellite Synchron, which is pretty heckin' neat. It's a satellite dish, so it's like a satellite, but like you say with the whole it's like a double. Anyway, if a monster special summon from your graveyard, special summon it from your hand, and if you have a Synchro Warrior Synchron or Stardust on the field or in your graveyard, you can make this card's level become 4 until the end of the turn. Each effect is hard once per turn. Junk Synchron is a good boy. And one of my favorite cards of all time in this game. Pretty cool. On normal summon, special a level 2 or lower monster from your grave in defense, but its effects are negated. So chonk out any non-tuner while Quillbolt's in grave, and suddenly you have a level 7, and wow, it's almost like Yusei's made this exact play in the anime with the stupid amounts of stuff, you know? Pretty cool. We also have 2 copies of Stardust Syncron, where if this card is in your hand or graveyard, you contribute a monster to special it, but banish it when it leaves the field. I hate the cards that do this from hand with no checks to make sure they come back from grave. It annoys me to no end, and I feel like you just add like 3 words, 6 words, and then that effect like just feels less bad to use. And again, it's one of those things that Konami only puts on cards that don't need the extra balance. They need to be better. But whatever. And also you can't special for the rest of the turn from extra deck except Synchros, which it's the Synchro Festival. That's literally not a restriction. If this card is normal or specialed, add a spell trap that specifically lists Stardust from deck to hand. And that effect is once per turn, but the summoning itself is not. I don't know when you'd summon it multiple times. I don't know when that's going to come up more than once, but it might. And then we have, for the final monster, 1 copy of Stardust Trail, where if a monster you control is tributed, special summon this card from your hand or graveyard, banish it when it leaves the field. Again, if it was summoned from the graveyard. Oh, I'm sorry, 7 words, I miscounted. 7 words to make these cards feel a lot less bad. You don't need to balance Stardust. It's not gonna break the meta. Konami, stop. Don't do that. It's bad. Why do you hate 5Ds? Why do you refuse to let anything other than Red Dragon Archfiend and Black Wings be both playable and fun? Why? What did you say do to you? Anyway, if a Warrior Synchron or Stardust Synchro is summoned using this as material, you can special summon a Stardust token, which again, hopefully, ideally, will be getting you into that Formula Synchron to go into Shooting Star Dragon, all of the ways to board level 1 tokens. I suddenly feel a lot less bad about only having the one level 1 non-tuner, but I don't know how consistently you're going to be even going into Shooting Star, but that's fine. 1 Feather Duster, 1 Reborn, 1 Foolish, 1 Rhoda, as we've had in, you gotta have the Rhoda in the Warrior deck, it makes sense. Foolish, because you've got a couple grave effects, like, ideally, I think you want to hit, like, Quillbolt off of this, or not Xiaolong, because you want to summon that from deck with Converging Wills. And 3 copies of Tuning, which is a Rhoda for Synchrons, but it does require you to mill the top card of your deck. Not the worst cost in the world, and in Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! In a fully built Synchron deck, this is really not going to be a cost, because you're either going to lose something with a graveyard effect or something unimportant, and there's realistically not going to be an in-between for those things. It's going to be one or the other. But we're not playing a modern deck. We're playing a deck from like 12 years ago, because Speedroids are the only thing they actually gave anything functional. But, maybe we'll make some spicy plays happen. Next up, we have 2 copies of my favorite card to hate on, Lightning Storm, and a copy of Stardust Illumination, which sends a Stardust monster from your deck to the graveyard, or if you control a Stardust Dragon or a Synchro that used one that has one in its text, you can special summon it instead of Foolish Burialing it. Then you can banish this card from the graveyard to target 1 Stardust you control and increase or decrease its level by 1 until the end of this turn. Each effect is hard once per turn. Majestic Absorption targets a Stardust Dragon or Synchro that lists Stardust in its text, and then you can either equip a face-up monster your opponent controls to that target, non-targeting, spicy removal, gaming. All 3 of the loners have outs to this, but we don't have to talk about that. You can also choose to make it attack directly, though, and also each time it destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can do that spicy burst damage as one does, but you can only activate 1 per turn. And that makes me sad, because when it gets negated, I'm just going to cry. Synchro Overtake lets you reveal a Synchro from your extra deck, choose one of the materials whose name is listed on that card, and add it to your hand or special summon that monster from your deck graveyard, but you can only Synchro for the rest of turn from extra deck. Again, Synchro Festival, literally not a restriction at all. Synchro Chase is a continuous spell that says that your opponent can activate cards or effects in response to the activations of your Warrior Synchron or Stardust Synchros. And if you summon them, you can target a monster in your graveyard that you used for material, special it in defense, and that effect is hard once per turn. Arrive in Light is another continuous spell that when activated, place level 1 Dragon from your hand or deck on top of the deck, and neither player can return Stardust Dragon or a Synchro that lists Stardust Dragon in its text from the field to the extra deck. Basically, keeps your Majestic Star Dragon on the field. I don't actually... that's not Majestic Star Dragon in the extra deck. It's the other line. It's the light line, I think. But it's fine. If that has the same effect, then it's whatever. It's probably keeping something on field. Also, if a Synchro is specialed except during damage step, you can either draw a card or special summon a tuner from your hand. So that's pretty cool. And Called by the Grave interaction is overrated anyway. Starlight Road, which is... it's basically just a Stardust Dragon effect in trap card form that then cheats out a Stardust Dragon from your extra deck, likely why we're running 2 in the loner list. And then Majestic Mirage is a continuous trap that's, if you control a face-up card you control, leave the field by your card effect, or to activate the effect of your card, and the card that left the field was Stardust Dragon or a Stardust Dragon listing chunker. You can either special summon one of those monsters, banish one card from your opponent's field or grave, or just have all of the damage you take for the turn. Chonky. For the extra deck, we have a copy of Formula Synchron. He's pretty great because on Synchro Summon, you draw a card, and then during your opponent's main phase, you can add Synchro in anything you want. Is pretty cool, right? The biggest downside of Formula Synchron is that he is a level 2 tuner Synchro, so not the easiest thing to work around, but I mean, most of your Synchros aren't going to be tuners, so that part's not a huge deal. And, you know, even if you're in a weird situation where all he does is get you the draw, that draw can still end up turning the tides of a game. So, wacky. Pretty good card. Next up, we have Junk Warrior, another of my favorite cards of all time. He's just a level 5 that requires Junk Synchron, and when he's Synchro Summoned, he gains attack equal to the total attack of all level 2 or lower monsters you currently control. Takes a bit of setup to make him go real chunky, but, you know, it's such an interesting card, I think, that, like, he interacts with low-level stuff in a deck that already kind of, like, you know, because you want to be playing with, like, Junk and Quillbolt and Synchrons and all the good stuff that synergizes with that, and, like, Doppel Warrior and stuff, and he just gets all that attack right sucked up on in there, and there he goes. Jet Warrior, who does require Jet Synchron, and if it's Synchro Summoned, you can bounce a card your opponent controls, and if it's in your graveyard, you contribute a level 2 or lower monster to special summon this card in defense position, but banish it when it leaves the field. So you contribute one of your tokens if maybe you are set up for, I don't know, a Quasar play, right, with like Junk Warrior or one of your other level 5 non-tuners on the board, and, you know, it's pretty heckin' cool, because then you just get this out, now you have a 5/5 and a 2 going to Quasar. Nicey and spicy. We've got Excel Synchron, who is a level 5 Synchro tuner. Completely generic summon requirements, but once per turn, you can send a Synchron from your deck to grave, and you can either increase or decrease this card's level by the sent monster's level, and then also has the Synchro during your opponent's main phase. Pretty heckin' spicy. You can only Synchro summon Excel Synchron once per turn, though. Also, the level thing, they're permanent. It's cool. Next up, we have Junk Speeder, another level 5 who requires any Synchron tuner. And if he is Synchro Summoned, you can special summon as many Synchron tuners as possible with different levels from your deck in defense, but locks you out of non-Synchros. Again, not at all a restriction for this particular event in Master Duel. And then also, when an attack is declared involving this card that was Synchro Summoned and another monster, you make this card's attack become double its original attack until the end of the turn, so you can just sit on a 3600 body, and if your opponent can't out that, your opponent can't out that. Pretty heckin' gamer. Next up, we have Stardust Charge Warrior, who is a level 6 generic Synchro. On summon, draw a card, but it's hard once per turn, and it can attack all special summoned monsters your opponent controls once each. One thing I do want to check, actually. Stardust Monster you control, yes, so you can reduce this to level 5 as well for those Quasar plays, which is pretty heckin' cool. Next up, we have Shooting Riser Dragon, who is a level 7 tuner Synchro with generic summon requirements, and on summon, you can mill a monster from deck whose level is lower than this card's on the field. If you do, reduce this level by that level. For the rest of the turn, you can't activate effects with the same name as the monsters you sent, because Jet Synchron exists, and Mr. Noodlehammer exists, and you just all of the stuff, right? Cool, great. That's also hard once per turn. And then, again, as all of the Stardust and Synchron and Warrior and Junk encompassing things do, they have that quick effect Synchro during the opponent's main phase, which would then go on to be an actual single archetype called Crystron, which would then go on to be an actual archetype in the meta called Tri-Brigade, but they do it with Link Summoning, which allows them to literally play an entire main phase during your opponent's turn, because someone decided that was good card design. Next up, we have Stardust Dragon. I don't need to tell you what Stardust Dragon does. Dark Hole? Nah. Raigeki? Nah. Cool. Bring myself back if I was not cheated out, and that's what Stardust Dragon says. Cool. We got Shooting Star Dragon, who requires Tuner Synchro and Stardust Dragon. Now, it's exactly one Tuner Synchro and exactly one Stardust Dragon because, well, the lowest you could go with a Synchro is level 2. I mean, you could lower its levels and you could lower Stardust. I mean, technically, but realistically, formula and Stardust. I mean, you do the thing, right? Once per turn, you can excavate the top 5 cards of your deck, then shuffle them all back. But it gets attacks equal to the number of tuners excavated. Downside: if you excavate 0 tuners, it can't attack this turn. But you can theoretically get 5 attacks with a Shooting Star Dragon, so that's pretty cool, I guess. And also, it has the Stardust effect, but it doesn't need to tribute itself, so that's pretty heckin' cool. And then also, when your opponent's monster declares an attack, you can banish this card to negate the attack. Then during the next end phase, special summon this card. So if you haven't cheated it out with something like Quasar, that just keeps happening. It's pretty heckin' gamer. We have Stardust Warrior, who requires any Tuner Synchro and any non-Tuner Synchro. And, it's level 10, as one do. It's got 300 less attack than Shooting Star, so it's obviously trash. If your opponent would special a monster, you contribute this card to negate summon and destroy those monsters. And if this effect was activated this turn and was not negated, you get to special this back from your graveyard. If this card is destroyed by battle or leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, Sad no Kaiju, you can special summon 1 level 8 or lower Warrior Synchro monster from your extra deck, and it gets treated as a Synchro summon, which is pretty heckin' cool. Although you only have, two targets? I think these are the only 2 targets, right? And you also have Jet Warrior. Fair enough. Anyway, we have Shooting Star Dragon TGEX, which is another level 10 Excel Synchro, and when a monster effect is activated, targets a monster you control, banish Tuner from your graveyard to say no. Cool. And then that's not once per turn in any capacity, by the way. But the following effects are, you can just say no to an attack, and then also you can bring it back from your graveyard if you contribute 2 Synchros. Wacky. We have Shooting Majestic Star Dragon, who is pretty cool. It's level 11. And it requires Majestic Dragon and 1 or more non-tuners, including a Dragon Synchro. So a bit easier to bring out than Majestic Star Dragon, a lot more modern than Majestic Star Dragon as well. It has to be Synchro summoned first, which this list doesn't care. It's never a way to cheat it out anyway. And once per turn, negate the effects of what effect monster your opponent controls. That's just it. They stay negated. Get heck nerd. And it gains 1 additional attack each battle phase for every monster in your graveyard that is Stardust Dragon or lists Stardust Dragon in its text. So I think the way you're intended to climb into this is to find a way to formula Stardust, Shooting Star, have a frickin' Converging Wills out, and chunk up into this. There is your level 11. This then also has 3 attacks per turn on a 4K body. Not so bad, but a little convoluted to get there. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect, banish this card till the end phase, and if you do, negate the activation and banish that card. Wacky. For the big heckin' chonker himself, it's Shooting Quasar Dragon. He's like the Excel Synchro poster child. He has to be Synchro summoned, can't be brought back any other ways. Maximum attacks per battle phase is the number of non-tuners used for its material, so minimum of 2. Pretty spicy. And when a card or effect is activated, no. And then when it leaves the field, you cheat out a Shooting Star Dragon, which is pretty heckin' spicy. Then we have Cosmic Blazar Dragon, who is just another flavor of Shooting Star Dragon. You know, has to be synchro summoned, just like, or I'm sorry, not Shooting Star, Shooting Quasar. Just like Quasar, it's got to be synchro summoned. You can banish this card till the end phase as a quick effect, and then either say no, or say no, and Battle Fader. It's usually going to be worse than going into Quasar. It's not going to tag out into a Shooting Star when it dies, and, you know, it's, but it can negate battles, kill the battle phase, so I guess that's kind of cool. So, let's hope that unlike the Fleur deck, this actually does something. Please and thank you, Konami. I want to play the game. I guess since this deck boards negates for stuff, I should probably go. I probably want to go first. Just a hunch. If I had to guess, yo, we got that World Legacy Field. How many cards you got in extra deck? 15. Wacky. Right. So there is only really one line of play we can do with this. We dump Junk Synchron and Junk Converter, the boy himself. And then we grab Junk Synchron, okay, and then we're gonna summon Converter. Alright, I got this. Ready? I got this. I'm gonna activate Junk Synchron, targeting Junk Converter. Bonk. Which then activates the Doppel Warrior in hand, baby. Wacky. And, so we bring out the tokens, right? And then we mill a Synchron. And then we make you into a level 7. We can hold one of them, right? No, we could go into you. Oh, we can... no, but the tokens are going to clog, though. The tokens are going to clog. And so are you. I could go into Riser, but I don't think that matters. So I think we go into Excel, then. With Doppel as material, right? Yes. Maybe. I think that's correct. I think that's correct. No, that wasn't correct, because I could have used Doppel for this, but that's fine. So we can go into Stardust off of this. I mill, I guess, Jet Synchron. And then we increase the level. And then we go into Stardust Dragon. Right. Right. Okay. And then we summon the Jet Synchron. Ah! Yes! I could target this. Actually, ooh. Do I want to make Shooting Riser? Do I want to end on Stardust Riser or just Shooting Star? I think I just want to end on Shooting Star here. With a token, I guess. Womp. Let's go Formula Synchron. Master Rule 4, not a problem. Chonk. I actually do think we wanna... I actually do think I want a Jet Synchron, because I don't think I actually have any plays by specialing it from grave. So we're gonna add, I guess Junk Synchron. I guess, yeah, there's not really a point with only one Junk in deck, with only one Junk Synchron in deck. I do have plays that I could go into from here. But I think what we do is we play around Mech Knights and we wait and see, because I can sync off into anything I want with Formula Synchron. And this deck looks a lot more functional than the Fleur deck, which is fantastic. Oh! I could not have asked for a more perfect matchup as the first thing to play this deck with. Oh my god. Dude, this and Speedroids are like the matchups for Stardust decks. As you're either playing against the rival from the anime, yeah, sure. Because you're either playing against the rival or you're playing against the replacement with that matchup. Oh, dude, you're giving me Mech Knight. I have Mech Knight columns now. How you know this ain't Mech Knight Stardust? How do you know? You don't. You don't know that it ain't Mech Knight Stardust. It could be Mech Lock Stardust. All of the negation. That does special itself. If you attempt this, you can't special summon from the extra deck except Synchros. I see. Wacky. I don't think we actually do anything about that. Right. So we're not playing GOAT format. I don't have to worry about priority, which is really cool. But I do have to worry about on-summon nukes, because that means that I will have to use Stardust and I won't be able to sync off into anything, which will be kind of annoying to deal with. Right, so you special the Resonator from your graveyard, which will then bring 2 Resonators from hand or deck. Do I just called by the... I just called by the grave this one, don't I? Yeah. Yeah, I think that be what I'd do. Also, I figured out Master Duel does actually have an option to let you chain things. I don't know if anyone's noticed that, to like choose your chain order instead of trying to figure it out for you. Oh boy. You can special a Resonator from your deck. Wacky. Do I just stop you with Valor? I'm gonna just try to stop you with Valor. Hi there. Hi there. Friend. Understandable. Have a nice Dave. What are you doing with 2 level 6s and a level 1? I mean, you know, you have level 7 plays in the entire Synchro pool that ever existed in the history of ever. But I'm curious what you're gonna try to go for. Nothing? So it's not Black Rose, I know that. So that, okay, Konami. That's not once per turn. I see. So Stardust cards. Nah, they gotta banish themselves if they're summoned from the hand. Oh, this has to be during main phase, so I guess we'll sync off with this into... who do we want to go into here? I guess this chonky dude. I don't know, man. We go into Stardust Warrior. Why not? What are you gonna do? Attack my token? You want to attack my token? Do it. Do it. Yeah, you're gonna swing into my token. For what, 17? Wacky. Wacky. Oh, let's go. Okay. Ooh, that's not great. Well, there are targets in deck, apparently. I mean, I could Jet Synchron. I don't think that would matter. Well, I could dump the Xiaolong. Okay. So, we bring out Converter. All right, let's do this, yeah. Okay, we normal Junk Synchron, activate Junk Synchron. You have no chain. Huge. No, we Doppel Warrior. No, we Converter. No, because I want to go into... Oh, I could go into Jet Warrior, actually. Dump the Xiaolong. Okay, what is the play here? Right. I could Junk Speeder. And I don't think that's a bad play. Yeah, I'm gonna Converter here. I really wish this said on the field, but I guess right now it would only be 100 attack, so it's not a huge deal. It's just, would have been cool. Ah, but oh well. Womp. 1,800 whole ass attack. Alright, we want to Chainlink 1 this. And then Chainlink 2 this, so that we can summon one from the graveyard. The graveyard. Then I think we bring Jet Synchron back with this, because... no, it doesn't matter, actually, because I would need to dump something for this. So we bring back... Wait a minute. Hold on. I just go into this. You're not a tuner. Yeah! Let's go for some spicy level 10 plays. Okay, so, bring out you, and bring out you. Yay, Synchros, with no effects at all. Oh, never mind, wait, he doesn't negate them? Oh, he don't negate them. Which means I get to add, I guess they don't always do the balancy bits, okay. Yeah, we'll just go with this. What do you do? Make this card's level become 4. Oh, dude, we're going off. Oh, dude, we're going off like you ain't even ready. Hold up. All right. Step 1. Chonk. I don't know why that level 4 actually matters. I don't believe that it does. We just have Jet Synchron in grave, so that doesn't actually do anything, but that's perfectly fine. We don't have a... Oh! Well, I was trying to figure out if I had game on board. Did I have game? I don't think I had game on board. I just might not have been outable. Okay. So... the Stardust deck lets you play the game. The Speedroid deck lets you play the game. So 2 for 3 is not bad. 2 for 3 is not bad. We're going to play a few more games with the Stardust deck, see what we can chonk out, and then I'll claim my missions, and we'll see. We'll see. I have 5 Discord notifications. Four of them... are not surprising, given what they're about. Not at all surprised that there were 4 there. I didn't see the coin flip. I was looking at Discord. Am I going... oh my god, that is dreadful. Okay, wacky. Let's play Foolish Burial number 1. Wacky. Let's play Foolish Burial number 2. Throw the Quillbolt Hedgehog out. This is great. Absolutely just flawless. This is exactly how you want to see it go. Majestic Dragon. No, no, no. Okay, well, activate Junk Synchron. We're gonna target we target Dargon Boy, I guess. And then we activate... I could activate this, couldn't I? I don't think I would want to do that. Would I want to do that? No. No, because that would only get me to 7, and I think draw a card and pray might be correct right now. I think draw a card, pray might be correct right now. I mean, you'd let me summon a bunch of Synchrons, which would let me go into a Stardust? Yeah, screw it, why not? Junk Speeder! Okay, grab out a Jet, grab out a Junk, who we actually need for this play, grab out a Stardust, and grab out a Satellite. Here we go, gamers. This will also actually net me a formula, which is pretty nice. Wacky. Dude, if this was a quick play, that would be kind of insane. Yeah, we'll add Majestic Mirage. That seems pretty gamer. Do I have Engraved Ag? Oh, yeah, just you. Okay, so. Oh, yeah, I could do that, but that would be, like, horribly wrong. Thankfully, everything's in defense, so unless we're dealing with some of that Chaos Max Ibly, we should be relatively fine. I could make this. I don't know why I would do that. Formula gives me a draw. But I could do that. Dude, I hope I'm not playing against Mech Knights, okay? Do I just add a Junk Monster? Because I can extend my plays with this, so I think that is correct. Just add a Junk Monster. Which we'll do to Thin before we draw, which requires Chainlink 2 on Jet. We will add... I guess Junk Converter. Why not? And then we'll draw a card. It will be Unknown Synchron, which is not super helpful. I can thin my deck for the Junk Synchron later, which is cool. I can make this card's level become 4, but that doesn't do anything. I do have the Reborn. I can extend with nothing. Don't have anything I can do off of that. Unless I were to sync off. So... I guess we just set one and pass. Gaming. Leaving the field by my card effect. That would include being synced off by formula, right? Oh, no. Wait a minute. Does that work how I think that it does? Oh, that's kind of spicy if it does. No, dude. No, dude. Don't do this. Don't set back row and then pass. No, we're gonna do it. It's another. We're playing against RDA again, chat. Playing against RDA again. This time I don't have a way to just tell you to stop playing the game, unfortunately. It's a bit unfortunate. But you know, it's fine. I can Ah, you're the one that specials from hand. Right. Okay. So that's 6. You're going to try and go into the 6, I guess. And then that's just a vanilla on board, so it's got that it's got that graveyard effect. But we'll see how helpful that ends up being. RDA ended up being, I think, my favorite Signer Dragon deck. Like, it's so fun. Part of the reason that I ended up enjoying it as much as I did was because Master Rule 4 was a bitch to synchros, and if you couldn't combo with Needle Fiber, you couldn't play a synchro deck. Unless you only needed one synchro monster on board at a time, in which case... well, RDA only needed one synchro monster on board at a time, and could combo through with Needle Fiber. So it was like, hey, look at that. We can do the funny. Oh, do you negate its... You don't negate its effects, do you? No, yeah, okay. You're just... Oh, because it's optional. You're choosing if you want to gain the 2,500 life points. Sure. Have your 2,500 life points. RDA life point stall. RD Arrow... Red Dragon Arrow Mages. The most broken meta deck you've ever seen. Wacky and spicy. And McDonald's Wi-Fi. I'm surprised I've been playing for 2.5 hours. Granted, I'd say about an hour's worth of time has been going over decks and stuff. Even then, though, I've gotten a good handful of games in. I'm surprised I haven't seen a single Blue Eyes deck. All right, are you going into Carl? Hit me with the Carl. If it's Carl, I'll tell you why I call him Carl. It's Carl, dude! So I call this card Carl because it is the only card in Yu-Gi-Oh! That comes up in any search that I have access to of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. When you search the word Carl, when you just type in Carl, it's the only card that comes up. So... no priority for that. I think we do this and chain up this. And, ooh, who do we go into? That is the question. That is indeed the question. Banish a tuner from grave to negate the, oh, but that has to target. Okay. So Shooting Star is the only thing that's actually going to stop this. So that's how we're going to out Carl. Get ready, Carl! It's Shooting Star Dragon! Does this trigger this? No. Okay. Well, that is slightly unfortunate, but not the biggest deal in the world. Didn't work how I thought it did, but that is perfectly fine. Goodbye, sir! Oh yeah, it is RDA engrave, huh? Wacky. Now, can I punch through 10,000 life points? This card is bad! I would say that I'd have rather drawn my Feather Dusters, but to be fair, if I had my choice of what these could be replaced with, it would have been a Raigeki and a Dark Hole, so. I guess I'm not terribly bothered by it. Alright, we're gonna Shooting Star Dragon. 1. I got 1 attack this turn. Yeah, yay. Yeah, yay. Okay, so I can increase or decrease Stardust Syncron's level by 1. Additionally, I can summon a level 2 or lower non-tuner from grave. So we're going to activate this. Dump the unknown Synchron, because that's not helpful. Grab our Junk Synchron, which is gonna let me special summon a level 2 or lower from grave. We're gonna go into this boyo. So I can jet, and I don't know what that gets me into. I can res formula. Junk Warrior would get an extra 200 attack. That wouldn't be helpful at all. Doppel Warrior would have been fantastic right about now. Crazy as it sounds, I think we just changed Stardust to attack. And I am going to go into the Junk Warrior. I am indeed going into the Junk Warrior, baby. Junk Warrior will gain 700 attack. Oh. Right. I can do that anyway. All right. Who's got the highest? Formulas. Jet Synchron has the highest of the bunch. Sure, we'll summon out Jet Synchron. Give Junk Warrior another 1200 attack. The best part, that is permanent. Do I have plays with Reborn here? Not particularly, because Formula's out of Grave, so I... what do I have on board here? 68, 73. I don't have game because of that life point gain. Wait a minute. Did I have exactly game with this board? If that didn't happen? No, not quite, not quite. Just over exact game. Imduck, no! Imduck, don't die! You already did that once! Is that spoilers? That lore's from like 3 years ago. I think the lore ended like 3.5 years ago at this point, actually. No, I think it was just under 3. No, just over 3. 3.25 is probably a lot closer than 3.5. Yeah, I guess I can't really do anything about Resonator Call, can I? Not with 2 Lightning Storm in my hand. Dude, I hate the timing to freaking click cards when they're revealed for hands. Oh, is that because I had it clicked on? It is. Okay. Shake my G Fuel. Wacky. Is that a level 8? No, that's double tuning. Okay. Right. So this is... Oh, you're going to special one out, which is going to be Carl. Ooh, that is mildly annoying, actually, because then you can double tune into a 12. Oh, that is a problem. Nope, that's going to burn me for 50. Oh, its effects are negated. You're just going to go into King Calamity, though. Aren't you? And I can't do anything in response to King Calamity. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. And if King Calamity runs over Shooting Star, I can't activate cards and effects for the rest of turn. There he is, the boy himself. Can't activate cards and effects for the rest of turn. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Cards I control can't activate their effects. I can't activate effects in response. Oh. But I don't control Shooting Star at the time that... Ooh. Does that... Of all face-up monsters I control... Oh, that's a problem, because that means Junk Warrior is going to lose, because Yu-Gi-Oh! Rulings are ridiculously stupid. And I don't think I have an out. Which is pretty heckin' spicy. Although, I do have things to summon. I have the Reborn. Okay, if I can get into a 5, actually, if I can get out... Okay. No, this is doable. This is doable. If I can get into a 6, yep. That should not be the way it works. The effect that gave it the attack already resolved. That's not being... That shouldn't be how that works. That makes no sense that works that way. Can I Shooting Star? No. That's not a card I control, but okay. Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking of a different card. Anyway, this is the one that he doesn't tag out the Stardust. Poopy. Okay, so... How do I win this? I need to board... No, because Quasar and Blazar don't do anything. I mean, Blazar stalls out, but I lose to deck out if that happens. We don't have the Shooting Star to tag out for you. I don't know if I have... All right, what can I summon right now? Nothing helpful. I don't have any attack mod that I can put out. I don't know if I have a way to get rid of Calamities, actually. I don't know if I have a way to get rid of King Calamity. That is a massive problem. I mean, I can add a spell trap. Oh, am I about to get McDonald's Wi-Fi'd into victory? I'll take it, begrudgingly, because I want to see if I can get out of this first. All right. Insane-ass play. I'm sacking off the Stardust Syncron for Stardust Syncron to activate the on-summon effects. Okay. Can I sync up into... I can sync up into Stardust Dragon. Oh. I found the out. Increase or decrease its level by 1! No, dude. No, dude. No, dude. Sure, we'll summon Stardust Xiaolong. It doesn't really matter. Actually, it does, because I can make plays with that. But before we make any more plays... Select a monster to equip. Select a monster to be the equip card. Chonky bonky. It doesn't do anything, but it outs the King Calamity. Oh my god. Oh. Activate this. Make it a level 4, as one do. As one do. Then we'll summon that... oh, right. You make me do it in this order. Summon that Excel Synchron, baby. Oh my goodness. What can I go into with this? Oh, I don't actually need to use Excel Synchron's effect, do I? You are going to sit here and watch, or you are going to disconnect yourself, dude. I am not letting you out of the... Just boom. Just boom. You're done. It's over. Do I even sync off for this? Yeah, I do. I gain attack value out of this. There's no reason not to. Or I could just do this instead. But that would be wrong and stupid. Yeah, I guess we just go into Chunk Man over here. I'm sad the King Calamities doesn't actually do anything, but we will be swinging Stardust Dragon for the game. Whoo! Alright, this deck kind of fun. Aw, gaming, dude. I can't believe we got 2 RDA matchups with our Stardust deck. That's pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy. Anyway, I'm planning on being live for another little over an hour because I have a video scheduled to go up today that I actually just got the thumbnail for. So I'm going to do that real quick, and then I'm going to raid my own video. Fair warning. But, you know, this is a good video. Where the hell's my thumbnails folder saved? Okay, good. Bonk. There we go. And then... let me just edit this real quick. Schedule this to go up. Because I haven't done that yet, because I was going to schedule it for slightly later if the thumbnail had technical difficulties. But that is today's date, right? Gaming. Okay, and then for the thumbnail... File is bigger than 2 megabytes. Thanks. Good. Great. Good. Love it. Thanks, YouTube. Why 2 megabytes? I don't know. So we're just gonna scale image down to be slightly smaller, and then save that as a separate version. All right, there we go. Okay, and that is now scheduled to go up. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. I do have a video coming out in just over an hour, and it's going to be pretty cool. So I'm going to be live until then, and that's the plan. Anyway, back to the card gaming. Also, rest in peace to whoever that, I don't know voice actors, but, you know, losing people is always sad. But I don't know famous people. I'm gonna stick with Stardust has been treating me well, especially for a deck that I crapped on the choices of. I mean, it's still the Lightning Storms, dude. I'm bricking on the Lightning Storms, but it's not killing me, so we'll take it. We're gonna go first again. That's been working pretty well with this deck. Stardust and Speedroid both seem very capable of either one. And even occasionally playing through some negation. This is not the kind of hand where you can play through negation. But tuning is not hard once per turn, so we can just pray, I guess. Unknown won't work this turn. Please give me a mill I can summon off of junk. That's not a mill I can summon off of junk. Poopy. Oh well. Let's add Unknown Synchron. Give me a summon I can hit off of junk for Synchro plays. Let's go, gamers! Alright, it's gamer time. We normal summon the Jank Synchron, which is like Junk Synchron, but all of the vowel sounds are just horrendously mispronounced. Oh, yeah. Do I have a reason to do that? I don't think I do. And I can make it level 4. I'm going to do 5. There's no 9s to go into. I could go into you, but that doesn't really do anything. No, I'm good. Because I think all we do here is climb to Stardust Dragon, and unfortunately, I think that's where we're going to have to wrap the turn. Yeah, I don't want to waste my funny beater, but I think that's no. We're gonna go into you, actually. Because this still tags into Stardust Dragon. Chain Link 1 and Chain Link 2. That way we don't clog out the graveyard effect. Bonk. Dude, 500 defense. Card is trash. I am out of Synchrons, but that is not the worst thing in the world. Again, I can activate this, but it's not going to get me anywhere. Maybe I attribute the jet, though. Either way, we are gonna sync into the Stardust, tag into that. And then, yeah, I think I attribute the jet for Stardust Syncron. Plop this on board. It's not the best thing in the world. Oh, and then you let me board another level 8 or 7. That's cool, I guess. Wacky. And then we will also chain this to add a Thingle McDingle. It's pretty cool, I guess. Yeet. Yeet. What do you have, 2,000 defense? Yeah, it's pretty cool, I guess. Again, I don't think there's a reason to do that right now. Okay, so Graveyard, we have the Jet we can activate, which doesn't really matter. We can go into Stardust or Riser right now. This isn't great, actually. Do I just Riser Shooting Star Do you go till end of turn? No, you just reduce for, or you just don't let me for rest of turn, which is fair. What are your stats? Cool. Touch! And then on summon, oh yeah, because it's on summon, so you just choose what level you want to be. Do I have any 5s? I don't, which is actually really annoying. Because that actually means I can't do anything with this, doesn't it? Oh, that is poopy. As we shoot Xiaolong, doesn't really do anything. I can jump a card, but I don't have a level 1 non-tuner, so... Also, that was my last Stardust monster in deck. That was the wrong play, apparently. Now I have to dump this somehow. So, have it be MST bait, I guess. And we'll just pass on that. Not the strongest looking board, but I don't know what else I could have done. I don't know. We will see. Okay. This is fine. Sadly, I do not actually have the ability to sync off on account of these are both tuners. Otherwise, this would be cool. Ah, that's a problem. That is a massive problem. And I think I just lost. Sure. Bonk. What do you have? What are you gonna do? This deck has too many tuners. I need non-tuners. All of that and then you normal tear up. So I'm playing against someone who's playing the loner. All of that to normal terror top. Oh. Also, this board right here, having Speedroids with a Stardust on board, kind of makes me wish that Crystal Clearwing needed a level 7 or 8 Dragon Synchro. Wind Dragon Synchro. Purely so you could use Crystal Wing and Stardust with it and not just Clearwing and Clearwing fast. Oh boy, I wonder. Ah. Dude, this, I too many tuners. This deck was being so nice to me. This deck was being nice to me. Also, before anyone goes, oh, that's why Lightning Storm's good. Like, literally, just Dark Hole Raigeki into that board. Do the same thing. And have the same interaction with Monster I see! Yeah, that sure was a play. That did things. Okay. So I have Unknown Synchron, which I now can't use. Okay. Well, this isn't helpful. I don't exactly have change of heart here. I can Jet Synchron the Unknown. I mean, this also works in Grave if we're being fair. Can I actually do anything here? Because I think to actually play the game, I need to board a Stardust right now. Which would out the Stardust. I don't exactly know where this is going. But I'll figure it out eventually. Then we dump the unknown Synchron. We activate Stardust Syncron. And then what do we do? There's no out. I don't have an out to this. Because my entire deck is tuners. Oh, that's annoying. I don't have an out to this. Dude, just end the game, dude. Just end the game. Oh my god. Lightning into Reborn. Are you kidding me? Into a hand of 12 tuners. Which is impressive. I don't think I've removed... Oh, never mind. I've taken 15 out of my deck. Okay. I was going to say, I don't think I've removed 12 cards from my deck. But apparently I have, because, you know, double tuning. What was I supposed to do with that hand? Like, there's nothing to do here. Unless you attempt to Feather Duster me. Unless you attempt to... Dude, hit me with the Feather Duster. Do it, I dare... Dude, I dare you. Hit me with the Feather Duster, dude. Do it. Do it. That would be the greatest misplay of all time. You didn't need to do that to kill me. You had 2 monsters that can run over my 0 attack, and then another 4,800. But you should really Feather Duster me. What if it's Mirror Force, my guy? What if I got Mirror Force? Burn me for 500? Oh yeah, because the other effect's a graveyard effect. You don't need to do any of this! I don't know if you think you need to. Because you reborned my Stardust and then normal Terror Top. So I don't know if you're bad or memeing. I cannot tell. Alright, my final verdict on this deck is that, wow, I'm amazed it took me that long to brick. The deck is just all tuners. Wow. Whew. Still, it's playable. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to Speedroids. You know, Stardust wants to start bricking. Stardust can. Actually, you know what? What if I? Hold on. Is there a clear deck button? Oh no, because that's just gonna. Oh no, create new. Okay, I want to ground up build a Mech Knight deck. What if I mech lock people? Okay, so now we need to cut things down. I guess you're just for the attack boost. Yeah, but I still think green's good for recovery. Orange is okay for... Cut one yellow. Yellow's less likely to matter as much, especially because we're trying to deal with problems. And then Ash Blossom and 3 Imperm. And the goal here is to just board some Mech Knights and play the funnies. I don't really have access to anything. I'm surprised ritual monsters are allowed in this, actually. I feel like they shouldn't be. I feel like ritual monsters should have their own thing. I get why penned monsters are. But I also feel like there's an argument for why they shouldn't be, but then you have like stuff like Speedroids where it's like you can't get rid of, like Lunalights would be dead without theirs. I would play Xyz Lights, but this is the Synchro Festival. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to mech lock. I'm gonna try to mech lock people in the Synchro Festival. Let me go second, baby. In before going first. I actually don't think Gearsu does anything. Yeah, Gearsu doesn't do anything. I think I'm just... I guess I just don't play any normal summons, but I don't have the extra hand traps to fill space with. Oh, this is not a great hand. All right, Rhoda. Blind Dash, because I don't know what you're playing and I don't trust you. But you have no base, no field. It's probably... junk. There's no way you're playing the floor deck, dude. There's no way. You're not that insane. Okay. Okay. I can work with that. This is the spell negate. Yeah, okay. Cool. Nothing fantastic. I have no extra deck. Do I purple? I think I purple here. Hi, friend! You're playing against Mech Knights. Yeah, we're gonna, is this the shiny? This is the shiny. Chonk! Poiple. I'm gonna activate his effect after setting a card. That was probably incorrect, but that's fine. And then we're gonna go and grab the blue boy himself. Which we're then going to summon in attack position. And this is sadly not gonna go great. Because I don't really have many other plays other than this. I guess I can normal Avram. I'm just gonna normal the Avram here, dude. Like, goal here is to swing for 2K. Oh, no! And I only have spell negation. Oh, life is pain. But the good news is, if you can't beat over a 3K, have fun. It's Stardust, all right, though. We are playing against the Stardust deck. Fan-hecking-tastic. Now, if you know what Mech Knights do in this position, I do feel like you've got to... God damn it, I don't have... I don't have my monster negate. The good news is, no matter what happens, purple hits board, and it's not a summon. It's a return to field, and then purple can trigger again, which is pretty heckin' spicy. But I feel like once you're on to the mech lock, if you read the cards, I kind of stop functioning, which is going to be a little unfortunate. Oh, Stardust Charge Warrior, dude. What are you gonna do? Crash into me? Oh, right. That's tokens. There's no tuners currently involved? Nope. Cool. Wacky. So, do you have a way to give Charge Warrior another, any number of attack points? That is the question. Because I really hope your plan right now is not to just crash. Okay, it's not. However, give me back row. That is scars. No, that's good. I can dump the Gearsu. I can dump the Gearsu. Oh, we're gaming so hard right now, chat. Oh, no. What do you have? What do you have? What quick effects do you... What does this deck... Oh, God, what quick effects does this run? It's not this, and it's not this. What do you have in hand? What hand quick effects do you have in that deck? Oh, crap. Anyway, no, we're not going to chain anything for that. But I am going to dump the Gearsu as previously established. Because we don't need him. And I think I actually just want to cut him for another Avram for the bigger attacks. No, because I feel like dumping something we don't need is probably useful. You know, we're gonna purple, tag out Blue Boy here. Get a deck thin before our draw. Ooh, you're going to negate the purple. Right, you do have Valor. I mean, that's fine. Okay. So that's slightly annoying. But if I draw a back row, I might actually have game. That's not back row. But that is a normal summon. I can also tribute summon a Mech Knight if I want. Okay, so we can change him to attack. And I guess we just normal the Avram. So we have 300, 0, and then another 51, 60. So we only have 6,400 damage on board here if I activate Whispers now. So I think I save that for the moment. And we just cronk into these guys. And we see what happens. Actually, I think with Girsu and Avram both being in the deck as well, it's just like not... it already isn't consistent, but I think we can resolve Scars, which seems really toxic in Synchro Fest. Ugh. And yeah, you have way more than enough life points for this to not be a problem in the slightest. Wacky. I do believe we just passed turn here. Valor is actually interesting because it does slow me down just a bit, but now you have to beat over these guys. And the best part is, the Avrams are the only things you're going to have an easy time beating over because... Oh? Do you have target? You probably have targets, right? You're not doing this without targets. Your only targets are tuners! No needle fiber for you! Dude, I don't have secret! I don't have any targets for secret either, if we're being fair. Summoning Valor. Oh, no. I can still purple. I purple an Avram out. Oh, maximum funny achieved. Oh, maximum funny achieved. I enjoy plussing. It's fun. It's a good time. We're going to add, on the note of, on the note of plussing, we're going to add Blue Boy. Oh, dude, it's Doppel Warrior. Yeah, I can't really do anything about that. Okay, all right. So you're going to go into a level 5, and I can't really stop you here. You only have 2 columns to activate spell effects. Based on the way he's playing this, he at least knows how Mech Knight works, which is, more than I can say for most people. I might just play this in the Synchro Festival if this seems to, like, consistently work out for me. Junk Speeder. Gonna bring out all of the Synchrons you could ever dream up. We're actually only bringing out 2 of the Synchrons you can dream up. And I still don't have spells to negate. Damn it. Are you the one that doubles your attack? Yes. Okay. So... the play for this person might be... Okay, so if they try to... Okay, so that is going to get the kill no matter what if they swing into Blue or Avram. But if they swing into Purple, I activate Trap card. If they activate Spell in a column with a Mech Knight, I flip this, target Purple anyway. Okay, well, I guess it doesn't matter what spell you activate. The problem is, if I play my hand and you have a way to equip it, then... Oof. Also, OBS says I disconnected from chat, but I have not dropped a single frame. That's cool. There's the Formula Synchron. Really wish that I had Secret. That would be fantastic. We just have Whispers. We just have Whispers. That's not helpful. Okay, what are you planning to go into today? Oh, you fool. Oh, you fool. I'm gonna hope you don't have the Equippy Boy, and just to make sure you're gonna have one hell of a time outing my purple, have fun with that. It's a 3800. I don't know. They're playing the Stardust Loner, and it is tuner hell. But I am playing extra deckless Mech Knight Lock. But I opened Whispers and not Key. Secret. Key's I did open Key. I need Secret. Secret just shuts this entire thing down. If I had Secret, I would have waited to tag the Avram out until end phase. Oh well. Oh boy. What do we do? What spice do we have now? Junk Warrior? Excel Synchron. Okay, that's also fair. So is your plan to just turtle now? Good job. Good job. Good spell. Good spell. So you know how Mech Knights work. But you don't know the lock. And you put your spell in the wrong column, and it's a continuous, and you can't, it's great. It's good. I can't stop that. I would much preferred to have opened, you know, Secret. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Who cares? 3. Okay, there's your Stardust. And that's probably tagging to a shooting star, right? I have to assume you're going into the shooting star with it. Like, you've got to be, right? Or maybe you're going to go into the shooting star after you've dealt with the blue sky. Assuming... Oh, no, that's hard ones per turn. Okay, never mind. So that's good then. Okay... Here's the shooting star setup. Is there a Quasar setup right now? Level 6. 6 or 8. You've already burned your 6. So I think the only thing you go into from here is Quasar, right? Because I think everything that they can summon right now needs Synchros as material. But I didn't memorize the loner list. Okay. So that Stardust is probably going to hit my blue sky, right? Yeah. Shocker. Does that do anything to this? Yep, that will matter if you shooting star me during my turn. Gaming. Oh, you're going into the other Stardust? Wacky? Okay. You draw a card, right? Surely you're going to draw a card and not summon a tuner from your hand right now. God, what can you do with the... You gotta be drawing, right? You have to be. Yeah, okay. Alright, okay. Good. You fool! Read the cards on the field, man! Avram's a Mech Knight. Let's go! That's probably a trap card. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Oh, I need Secret. Wait, no, hold on. I always get Key and Memory mixed up. No, yeah, Key or Secret would be great right now. Oh, he going. That targets a monster you control. Well, that's it's not really gonna declare an attack, negate the attack, but it's okay. Summon a tuner from your hand. Okay, wacky. Oh, dude, it's Junk Synchron. He back. Stardust? No, you burned Stardust Charge. Junk Warrior? And you're gonna have your 2 tokens? Yeah. You're gonna Chainlink 1 Junk Warrior, Chainlink 2 Doppel Warrior. He's gonna be a 3100. But both of your negates only work if I target, which means they don't negate purple, they don't negate blue. Oh my god, you gave me 2 columns to put... Oh my god. No, dude. No, dude. Oh, this is so... Ooh, that's not the card we needed. That's not the card we needed, chat. Avram, coming back, as one do. You know? Gonna summon out Blue Sky. Gonna activate the effect of Mech Knight Blue Sky. And I do think we are indeed going to chain, tag out an Avram in a column we can open. You have no responses? Yes! Because we're gonna end up adding 3 Mech Knights to hand, so Indigo's gonna be on that list. We don't actually need him right now. This is mostly just for thinning. And then we're actually going to add a red-orange or red-yellow. No, we already have yellow in hand. The scoop! We mech-locked someone with only... No! We mech-locked someone with just the spell lock. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's good. I like this deck. I like this deck. I mean, I like Mech Knights as an archetype, but jeez! Is this mean of me? Is this mean of me? I don't even think I had game there. Like, okay. So I could have dug for a spell trap, and I really want to know if I would have gotten memory or key. God damn it. Secret or key. God, they're all so similar. Dude, I'm mech locking in Synchro Festival. This is... Oh my god, dude. Eldritch who? Oh my god. Also, the shinies for Indigo in this game. Oh, looks so good. I never thought I'd say this about digital foils, but dude, like purple, it looks good. The digital foils in this game look good, but like Indigo looks like those like the let me go to band here because I have a Lunalite fusion. Like the way it shines on the art looks like the way this shines over the art, just without the like the prismatic effect on it. Like it's that coloration, and none of the other foils do that. I guess purple does to a lesser extent, but it just looks so sick with Indigo's coloring, man. Oh my god. Okay, is there anything I can do for this deck? I mean, I could add Raigeki. I could add a Reborn. Reborn's probably not bad. I could add Trade-In. Scars needs 8 Mech Knights. I mean, I guess technically without Gearsu, we do still have 8. And he's not helpful. I think I want to run 3 trade-in in this deck and then a Reborn, which puts us up to 43, but with the trade-ins, we're functionally down to 40 with some, trade-in with any of these 6 is an opener, right? Which, now it's a 2-card opener, but it's an opener. So I think that might just be the play here. Do I throw in the Cult by the Grave for that 1 extra card? Just to turn off interaction. I think I just turn off interaction if I have it. All right, let's go back to mech locking people in the Synchro Festival. Oh my goodness. Oh. Like you don't need the full lock to make this work is the thing either. Like I'm going second. Okay. All right, let's see what we get. Like, there's a lot of, like, 2-3 card combos that I can open now, and, like, those aren't as consistent. Or we could just open double Ash Blossom. That's cool, too. The good news is, if they put a single card on board, I can board the blue sky and then attempt to do something from there. If they put cards in 2 different columns, I mean, I also have Whisper and Key, so I don't negate monster effects. But by the time they take a second turn, you fool. By the time they take their second turn, oh, Dino Wrestlers, wacky. I was not aware Dino Wrestlers had a tuner. Are they a Synchro deck? I kind of like assumed they were a Link deck. Wacky. Very spicy indeed. Okay. Ah, I see. Right. So Cyber Dragon that out and then normal this. I see. Fair. What level 6 dost thou wisheth to go into, F? That is the question of the day, gamers. Hyper Psychic Riser. Uh-huh. Oh, you gave me 2 columns! That's it. That's it. It's over. That's it. If you can't negate... Dude, if you can't negate the blue, you are so... Oh, you're so hecked. Oh my god. No! I don't want 3 Ash Blossom! Okay, I don't actually need to do anything to summon the blue is the best part. I just, you know, what is... I should have activated Key first. I'm an idiot. I should have activated Key first. I'm an idiot. I am stupid. I am dumb and stupid. I can use one of my 3 Ash Blossoms on myself. Anyway, we're gonna add Indigo and Purple. I am going to unstupid myself as soon as I... Oh god, no, not like this. Okay, well, World Legacy Key, baby! Negate your traps in the same column as a Mech Knight. Cosmic Cyclone! Alright. That does actually, like, horrendously outplay me. But I think that would also have worked if I set the Whispers, so it's... You know, it actually kind of slows me down a lot. Quite a lot, actually. I can't actually do anything now, which is really unfortunate. But I do have triple Ash with 2 Mech Knights. I will choose not to crash my blue sky, because I still won't be able to do anything, and I'd like to have the Whispers here. And if they can't out Whispers and or blue sky, get absolutely hecked. Tragic. Of course, still don't have secret. Attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. Okay. Oh, you're a tuner. You're gonna try to summon a level 9, aren't you? You're gonna go into one of the virtual world synchros, aren't you? Well, that is unfortunate because I again don't have secret. Running 3 of it. We don't need to see cards we run 3 of. It's not why you run 3 of them. Oh, I don't know what other Synchro 9s there are. Are you crashing? Wacky. I will activate Whispers and target my blue sky, you fool! Yes! Oh my god. Okay, now spell effects are negated in Mech Knight columns. Oh, what have I just set into motion? Do you know non-tuner, same type and attribute as each other and add them to your hand? Oh, well, I guess we're playing Dino Wrestler now. Cool. Neat. You know, I respect the Dino Synchro shenanigans. Because I'm assuming this is supposed to be like Dino Good stuff, and wrestlers just have some cards that help. Okay, that's not awful. Can we get some plussing with purple? I don't have trap negation, so if that is a torrential, I am going to be sad. Screw you. I can chain purple! Wait a minute! No! You fool! You fool! And I drew into the Avram. That's the best part. I drew into the Avram. That's the best part. So purple is saved. And I have Avram. Oh my goodness. And I guess now I just add a blue sky. Okay, so I had the read that that was torrential. We're going to summon Avram all the way over here, and we're going to get in for 2,000 damage once again. And then we're just going to pass, because I can't do anything. Oh my god, dude. Why are Mech Knights working? It's Synchro Festival. Oh my goodness. I haven't found Secret a single time. Dude, imagine if I was stupid enough to run Succession instead of Reborn. God damn it. That does out that. That does out that. That is unfortunate. Oh, dude, are you serious? How many copies of MST and Cosmic are you running? Like, what are you just running? 3 MST, 3 Cyclone, 3 Twin Twisters? That's gotta be what you're running. Or just 3 Twister, I guess, is also a thing. That can't run me over. And it also can't summon itself. You don't have targets in grave. So what is your play? I need to put some 7s and 8s for situations like this where I just normal the Ash. Because it doesn't really do much. The nice cool thing, though, is that I can activate purple. And we'll tag out the Avram. I probably should have actually protected purple here, but that's probably fine. We'll add another Avram, actually. We'll just normal the Avram. All according to cake! Touch. Oh, wait, what do you have? What? Oh, no. Oh, it's not a light, so it's not honest. Oh, please don't be an honest for... Oh, it is. Oh. Can't be destroyed. For the rest of the battle, for that battle, it can't be destroyed and the battle damage is halved. And then you get to add a dino from deck to hand. Well, that's perfectly fine. You're probably going to add what? Pank? Try to pank my... Whoever you try to pank, I just protect with purple. I just phase them with purple. Oh, never mind. You don't get to search pank. I'm on triple Ash Blossom. Right. I forgot about that important detail of my bricked hand. Bonk! Okay, I need to add an extra deck to this. What synchros do I have? It's just 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s that I can summon. I get 7 through 11 that don't require synchros as material. Oh, you have the pank in hand! Nice. Probably top decked. I don't purple because I think I can, you can't, yeah, okay, good. I see. Are you going to go into a level 9 synchro? Or are you going to pank me? Do you have to be during main phase? Nope. Dude, whatever you do, I could just... Hit the purple. Hit the purple. Do it. Hit the purple. Doesn't matter. All right, well, it's good to declare attack. You don't have it. What do you... Oh, because pank is a quick effect. So it's prompting you to activate the pank. That's cool. This doesn't have to be during the main phase. Oh, he's panking. Oh, he's panking. Oh, because you can do that. Okay, so I'm taking 2,600 damage here. But I phase purple to protect him. And, like, this doesn't... And then I also get to Mad Plus. It's good. Just casually go +1. This basically just says search a Mech Knight for 2,600 life points right now, which I think is pretty cool. Or do you, He'll grab red. You're hard once per turn, so you can dump Pank himself next turn to out something. The problem being, I can just wait to purple until you Pank me, And then I win. I just win. I just win. You can't win. Oh my god. Give me back row and I'm guaranteed game. Okay. That works. That's not awful. These return to field. Are you going to pank in standby? No. You're not going to pank for pank. I see. Are you going to pank in response to scars? Do you target one card on the field? Yes. Ooh. So are you going to try to blow my field up when I go to draw a card? That'd be spicy. Anyway, we have 2 copies of Shiny Indigo. So we're going to dump one of those copies of Shiny Indigo. Try and hit a back row or an Avram. Dude, a Reborn would be kind of sick right now, though. Dude, if I get a Reborn, that's insane. Okay, Whispers is good. Whispers is good. Because it means I get to do this, baby! That's game. You can't out my board with Pank anymore! I win! No, I don't. I can't run Pank over. I should have Indigo'd first. No, this is fine. Because Field Spell gives 300, and I kind of forgot about that. You can't out my board with Pank! I'll add green. Why not? Why not? Pank me, buddy. Pank me, buddy. Pank me. Pank me if you dare. Oh, we're gaming! Yeah, you're gonna pank the purple. I just phase whatever you pank and then kill you with the other 2. You don't have the life points. And I think they know this. I think they're just waiting for the best time to pank for the sake of practicing good plays. But, I could ash my own purple. I would still win game. Hello, Flaring. Welcome to stream. What do we add here? You know, I guess we'll add the orange. I don't think orange has hit the hand yet. Oh, orange has the cool... orange looks cool with the foiling like Indigo does too. And we have successfully snagged another game with Mech Knights in the Synchro Festival. Okay. I want to load up my extra deck with just things I can sync off Ash into. Because it shouldn't be coming up very often at all. Also, funny 420. But it seems to be coming up way more than it should be. So, I just kind of want to see what I have here. But synchros that are 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Did I not click on the right? Oh, because you... Okay, well, thanks, Master Duel. So, I hate this about Master Duel. You have to click, like, in this area of the OK. Otherwise, it clicks whatever's underneath it as well, and it's so annoying. Non-tuner Synchro monsters, non-tuner monsters, 100 attack for each warrior, which isn't great. But it is a 2800 body. I have Stardust Dragon! Right, I can go into that in this deck. Excavate the top 5. That's the number of excavated rocks. It is an Adamantipator. That makes sense. All monsters become dragons, but other than that, not helpful, which that doesn't do anything. Battles an opponent's monster, can activate cards or effects, and has its effects negated during the battle phase. And if it leaves the field, target a machine in your grave, which that doesn't matter. I think Gearsu might be a machine, but that's such a specific interaction. I mean, I guess that's fine. Oh, I accidentally put 3 Stardust Dragon in there. Whoops. Can't go into you. I don't think I have a way to consistently do something with this. And also it locks me out of attacking the turn I drop my mechs. You're just Stardust stats, but I can't actually do anything. Oh, I guess it actually has burst damage. You know what? Sure, we can run 1 copy of you. We'll run the 1 shiny copy, though. Inflict 300 damage for each card in their hand. Why not? It might come up. Non-tuner synchros, right. Tragic. Tokens doesn't matter. If this card is destroyed by a card, either by battle or effect. Tribute all tokens, which doesn't do anything. And then you can banish 1 face-up monster you control in your graveyard. Okay. And if I ban it... Right, if I banish a Synchro, I can destroy a monster. If I banish the Ash... Actually, you know what? I could see going into you being helpful sometime. I could see that. I could see that. Okay. Now, if I rarity filter this to low rarity, right? And then... Oh boy, what do we got here? What do we got here? Things that don't mention Synchro monsters. That is a 3100. You know what? I'm gonna craft one because I'm sitting on an ass ton of rare material. And you know, why not? And you know what? I guess if the situation comes up where the only way, actually no, that's not worth running. We should only have one level 9 in the extra deck. Maybe 2 for options, and that'd be it. Because if we're ever going into a 9, it specifically has to be with orange. We only have 1 copy of, so that would be poopy. You are any light monsters. And you inflict... Oh, you inflict piercing. That's... Sure. Synchro Mech Knights. And it's an 8, which isn't super... super difficult to go into, because we have... Oh, no. Blue's the only 5. Never mind. We have these 2. But again, I mean, blue's blue. You know, we're gonna have him a lot. So that's pretty nice. All materials must be the same attribute. Not helpful. It's, the Mech Knights are psychic, aren't they, actually? Yes. But you're level 7. So that has to be with Avram. I mean, we're running a few 7s already. Oh, but I just banished one to get 1200. I mean, that's not great. Light Tuner. Nope. Already checked you. Add 1 equip spell, non-tuner fire, non-tuner X-Saber, junk synchron, pen zone. I mean, I could. I don't think I want to. I could probably just play Psyframes. 100 attack and defense for each zombie, and it's a 7. It's not great. We're not the best. Not generic enough. Not generic enough. You're generic enough, but you're level 7. Like, this is all just options for if Avram's on board, which isn't fantastic. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm okay with just not having a full extra deck. But now I have plays if I, like, have Cloggy Ash, no summons on board. Let's try this again. I'm only going to be doing 1 or 2 more games, and then I'm going to be wrapping up stream, and I will be posting the link to my video that is going up in 20 minutes. So, you know, that'll be cool, I guess. I will be choosing to go second. Sadly, most of the synchro options that feel worth a damn in this deck are level 7. We have the trade-in with no level 8, which is a little unfortunate. We have the Ash Blossom, which is kind of cool. Are you the... you are. Okay. Wacky. And you're going to chonk that out. Yup. Okay. Right, so that's not helpful at all, but I mean, I do have blue sky. So that's cool. Yep, end phase, that will blow up. Really unfortunate. Do you have a response to the blue sky though? Nope, just Maxi. Oof. Good. We're gonna Ash Blossom the Maxi! Always a great feeling! Don't you dare have Called by the Grave. Okay, so you're gonna blow blue up. Nope, that has to be sent from sent to grave. Okay. Right. So we had a purple and an indigo, as one do. This is a little unfortunate. I don't actually know how I want to deal with this thing, because I think I'm going to have to crash the purple. Which is not great. It's not the way you want to deal with this. No, I don't have a Mech Knight engrave. No, but I will, though. Yeah, but I am going to lose the purple, is the problem. But we are going to activate purple. We're also going to lose the red for this play. I'm going to grab another indigo, since I'm dumping it for this trade-in. No, dude. No, dude, that's so insane! Oh, no! Summon him in attack. Activate the effect to banish. I probably should have put key down first, but this is probably fine. Yeah, that's fine in the end. Oh, hecking K. Then we're gonna key, grab back the indigo. Oh, we're gaming. And I think we're just gonna trade in the indigo off. If we can get full mech lock going, that would be kind of sick, actually. Come on, give me the last one. That is imperm, not quite what we wanted to see. The scoop! I was gonna lose purple, get purple back. Oh, let's go. All right. And, you know, that's pretty gamer. All right, we're going to play one more game. If we win this, I'll get pushed over 5,000 medals all in the time of this stream, aside from the one match I played last night. So final game of stream, and then I'm just going to talk about my thoughts on my time in the Synchro Fest so far. I'm going to go second, despite the fact that I am trying to lock with some trap cards. I'm still playing Mech Knights at the end of the day. So, I'm not running double summon to go into level 7 synchros with Ash and Avram. So, this ended up being good going second hand anyway. If I get handed the columns, it'll be fine. I've got the imperm, the field spell, the fodder, the normal summon, the blue. Oh, all of this. This is almost like one of the best hands you can draw in this deck, honestly. We'll see what I draw for turn. We are going to get normal summoned on. We're playing against Asmod. Do I blind imperm this, or do I try to negate? I don't know if I'm going to be able to break an Asmod board with Mech Knights. That's the problem. So we're going to imperm. At least we know what deck we're playing against. And I'd like to have this game wrapped in the next 16 minutes. Please, good sir. Okay, so we're playing against Stardust Assault Mode Turbo, I'm assuming. On Spell Trap that specifically lists Stardust. So cool. Are there any spell traps that specifically tag you into Stardust Assault Mode? No, you're just playing a Stardust deck with probably an Assault Mode engine. Cool. End phase! I need back row now. Please? Okay, so we're stuck with Avram then. But Avram can chonk. We're going to ditch the yellow. We're going to ditch the yellow. I would like to Ash myself, yes. Oh! We are playing the video game of the card game. Ash me. Ash me! I don't think you can, because you didn't have a response last time to an Ash effect. I do only get to add one, so we're going to add the purple. Not the best in the world. I could go into a Synchro 8, but I feel like that is just the horrendously wrong play to make. Unfortunately, all I can really do here is swing Avram at the Synchron, swing blue at face, and hope for the best. I have memory, so I can bring something out, but there's not a lot I can do unless, like, orange is outing an attack or something, which I guess we'll see. I do have the Ash in hand, which is cool. If I don't need to use it, I can Ash into a Synchro with my normal summon, which is pretty cool. Or I'm just going to Ash this, because I don't know if you can play through this. And no, I will not be chaining World Legacy memes. Ouch. Fair enough. Fair enough. I have no negate for this because I don't have secret. I would have much rather secret over memory, I'm not going to lie. I guess in this board state it wouldn't have mattered because I don't have Indigo, but like... Man... End phase! I mean, deck thinning is deck winning, right? Bring out the Indigo. Goes to defense, end of turn. He comes back to hand. Give me back row. No, but we don't need double purple. That's it's nice, but I don't think we need the padding right now. Dump purple, draw a card. That is an Ash Blossom. Can't do anything with the extra monster zone anyway. I do actually think that... Well, okay, so let's think this through here. So, if we go Lightning Warrior, I gain 100 damage on board, but I lose a card. And then I deal... Okay, so Lightning Warrior is going to deal 12. And then it's going to deal another 9. So that's 21 plus 23, which isn't enough to kill. So I don't think that's correct. I think we hold the Ash... We hold the Ash for now. Not drawing the back row I need is kind of unfortunate. But we'll see. We'll see. Because, yeah, I think Lightning would have been the only good play here. This wouldn't have killed either. Because I could have only banished the Ash. And then that would have only blown a Spell Trap. I'm just going to go through this again. Because top decking into Ash is funny. Play ended up being correct after all, because I'm assuming... Well, I guess I don't know if it was 100% correct yet, because I knew about that. Okay, play to not summon Ash for a Synchro was correct. And that should be game. That is a Scars. We don't need that. I can dump the Scars for Scars, right? Yes. It is Or World Legacy. That is how this deck works. Wacky. Anyway, respect the lore. Blue attacks, then Avram attacks. Pass the weapon on. And that will have been the final duel of the Synchro Festival. I'm going to stall for 10 minutes because I have a video that's going up in... it's going to be going public in 10 minutes. So y'all will get to see that. That is almost the end of the gem rewards, actually, I think. Nope, that's halfway through the gem rewards. My bad, my bad. But I get to have the flower gathering mate stand, which is pretty cool. But, you know, I'd say we did pretty well. My overall thoughts on the loner decks are that these two function pretty well. They're not perfect, but, like, this deck I feel like has a few too many tuners, a few too many one-ofs, and I hate Lightning Storm as a card in all of them. But overall, these two feel solid. This deck doesn't function. If you need to play something, and, like, you feel like you need to play one of the loners, do not pick this deck. You're never summoning this. It's not worth it. I really like the Speedroid deck, though, because it shows that at least whoever built these decks has some idea of how this deck functions. And, like, you know, there's some stuff that, like, it's just solid. Like 3 scratch. Fantastic, you know? It's good. You've got the Terratop, the Takatomborgs, the Card Turbos, full pop-off combos. You've got both Clearwings, which I agree with, but I know not everyone does. You've got the Crystal Wings, which is fantastic. I mean, these decks have so many SRs and URs. Like, if you just copy this into a deck slot, have fun crafting everything for it. It's kind of hell. But I think they're solid decks. I think the archetypes themselves are somewhat fun. Stardust is a little, like, it kind of depends, because playing decks that board, like, a negate or two and then pass are only fun if, like, if that doesn't just end the game or get completely ignored. Like, because it's funny the first couple times that you win by negating one effect, but then it's like, okay, I'm kind of bored of this. Blech. And then if they just don't care and play through it, or if they have Monster Reborn for your Stardust Dragon, what a sacky play that was. That it just feels bad. You can't out it, right? And it's like, oh, cool, great. But I'm glad we have the Synchro Fest. This is really fun. This is really cool. Synchros are my favorite summon mechanic in the game. A lot of my favorite cards are related to Synchro. Needle Fiber's on the list of my favorite cards. Purely because he just... I know Link degeneracy with Mr. Noodlehammer, but also Synchro degeneracy, which I'm all for. Except Baron. I actually don't like that card. But I think Needle Fiber was a really cool card for Synchros, despite ending up being hella degenerate in Link spam decks. But he was a really cool card for Synchros when a lot of Synchro decks needed it, and even for Crystons, he's a fantastic card. A lot of people are like, oh, you don't play Needle Fiber Crystons? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. The card's insane. You're insane if you don't. Or you aren't rich, which is also a fair reason. I'm not terribly surprised that we saw the Loners or upgraded versions of the Loners as much as we did today. I was pleasantly surprised at seeing the RDA twice while playing Stardust as well. That was pretty sick. You know, that was pretty cool. I'm surprised that in like 3 hours of playing this, I didn't run into a single, not one Blue Eyes player. Blue Eyes has their Synchro bits. Let me collect all of my mission and battle pass stuff that I've got done as well. Holy crystals. Oh my goodness. And I guess the event does give you like 2,000 crystals when you run through all of them. Dear God. All of these are just going into buying the structure decks as well. Because I want to have 3 copies of all of them. So, I have enough to do that. I'm going to go do that right now. But yeah, Synchro Fest is something that I was looking forward to since I started playing Master Duel, which was after Xyz Fest, which would have been something cool to do, but it wouldn't have been as cool for me personally as this was. And the Rarity Fest was also cool, but again, not as cool as this. And I now have 3 copies of all of the structure decks, as well as all of the stuff from the solo mode structure decks. So that's cool. Now I'm back down to 200 crystals, but there's still a stupid amount to earn. But yeah, I'm happy with how today's stream went. This ended up being fun. I've been hesitant to stream Master Duel for a while, because Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a game that just ends up being... It ends up being a good time or a terrible one, and it's very coin flippy. I think it is absolutely... not that. I want to change my accessories on this deck as well. I think it is absolutely hilarious. Also, I like how the default box for this is Synchro of Unity. I am going to keep that. Unless I changed that. Maybe I changed that. No, because I edited the deck, didn't I? Or no, I didn't edit the deck. I made a new deck. Unless I had just set that and it stayed there. I don't know, man. Set you blue, purple, and... Actually... Do I have shinies of all 3? I don't have a shiny of you. You're the important one. You're the spell to go in the middle and look nice, and then you're that. There we go. Perfect. I can't believe mech locking people in Synchro Fest is a thing I can do. Like, I've built a deck specifically to mech lock people, and I think that is hilarious. I do think I'm gonna get rid of the Cult by the Graves for this, though. Like, I think all it's gonna do is take out consistency unless I'm running both copies, and even then, I still don't think it's a great choice. And now that's one less card that I won't want to draw that I will be drawing, so that's cool. Maybe I should replace... You know what? I'm gonna throw in the one more Avram. Why not? Go back to 44 cards. Which, again, is functionally less than that because trade in with any level 8 is cool. And it's not like you're going to see, like, all 3 traded. And even if you do, you have a Reborn, and I'm running Reborn. Like, there's so much this works with, and it's pretty heckin' sick. Sadly, Memory does not actually work with Graveyard. That would be cool. But yeah. Mech Knights in Synchro Festival. What a spicy deck, huh? What a spicy deck. In about 4 minutes, this video should be going live. So that's pretty cool, I guess. I will be posting the link to that once I end. So apologies for not doing a proper raid this time at the end of stream as well. I thought this was a cool way to like lead into the video. It is the Crim tournament video, if you're wondering. It's pretty cool. I don't really know what to say other than Synchro Fest, big fun. Mech Knights, big fun. The loners are, like, I did not expect the loners to actually be playable. And then I looked at the Speedroid one and I'm like, wow. And then the Stardust one also looked, not great, but like it could function. And then it could. And then the Baron one I looked at and I'm like, surely. I saw the other two and I'm like, okay, they're probably all solid. They're not going to give you Baron with no way to summon it. No, of course they are. That's how they balance giving it to you for free for the event. You know, like it's just what we do. But you know, I'm out of things to say, and I need another like 2 minutes worth of things to say, which is unfortunate. Synchro decks are expensive if you don't have an ass ton of materials already. Yeah, like the loners are passable. Just don't play the Fleur loner and you're good. Deck dies to literally any interruption of any kind. Live and die by your normal summon and pray you don't get interrupted. Interaction's a bitch. Or just play Mech Lock with a few synchros. Like, if I had Clearwing, I could run it as a target for Avram and Ash. Dude, I could play like 60 card Mech Knights with 3 of all of the cards. Oh my god. 3 Veiler to go into like Catastor. Take the Clearwing into a Crystal Wave. Oh, that sounds so dumb, dude. Only in this format, man. Oh, God. I might run Desires in a build like that, actually. I would definitely want to run my 2 Called by the Grave there. But, looks like it's about time to wrap up. The clock has spun over to good old 4:59, and the video goes up at 5. So I think we're gonna wrap up here. Here is the link to my video. Goes public in just 1 minute, less than by the time you're hearing this and I end stream. So once again, thank you all so much for coming out to the stream. As always, thank you all for leaving likes, showing support. Be sure to check out the video of my participation in Crim's tournament. The only games that happened on stream were my round 4 games, and those were at the end of a Forza stream. So, if you're interested in those out, I played Danger Dark World. It was pretty spicy. And, I will see you all in whatever the hell you watch of mine next.